Just one more minute, actually, doing that. You should all see the message on your screen.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
Perfect. So, okay. Thank you everyone for joining this Saturday morning, Saturday evening. We have esteemed guest speakers with a lot of wealth of knowledge, and they're going to help us educate on the
ఇంకా
things that.
2 నిమిషాలు ఉంది.
So yeah. As a general, setup, I don't think make sure you're muting your, microphones, and when you want to speak up, please unmute and get back. Right now, I'd like to introduce our chairman, founder, Dr. Hari Appanapalli garu, to give introductory remarks, and then we'll have Kumar Rani garu to speak up, and then we'll go to the speaker for the session today. Hari sir?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Thank you. Thank you, Suresh, for a good start for the monthly webinar series here. Thank you so much, Hemant Deshpande, for joining us today. It's wonderful to see you, and Geeta ji also, one of our previous speakers. So JNTU Alumni Association USA started on August 31st, 2020. We have about close to 250 affiliated colleges under the JNTU umbrella, and our goal is to bring all those alumni who are present globally under one organization. And the JNTU University has accepted to create an umbrella organization at the university level. We are privileged to take the lead from the USA, and it is working good. And as you see, the Professor Brahmara, who is our alumni director for the alumni affairs from Hyderabad, also joined us today. So we decided to provide value to our alumni by providing this kind of webinar series and any interactive programs with the professors, students, and also we created an entity called JNTU Ventures, which is going to organize on August 21st, which is International Entrepreneurs Day, to connect the alumni entrepreneurs as well as alumni investors. And so far, we successfully conducted about 4 sessions, and the 5th one is going to be done soon. So with this, we want to encourage our alumni to take advantage of these monthly webinars, because the esteemed speakers providing wealth of knowledge to especially the upcoming students from the university and affiliated colleges. And slowly I started seeing people joining us. And thank you, Dr. Brahmara, for promoting this flyer among all the colleges. And this is also a live broadcast on YouTube. So many people will be watching us during and after the event. So do not worry about the number of people participating live on this session, but there will be a lot more people watching your webinar later dates. So with this, I would like to request our President Kumar Rani to comment on a few of the things that we are doing as an alumni association in the USA.
Thank you, Harigaru. And I think we already talked about this. And for the new people who came, and I'm the Kumar Rani, and the president for JNTU Alumni Association, USA. We welcome Hemant Deshpande garu. Suresh, go ahead.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much. It's an honor to introduce Sri Hemant Deshpande garu. He's an accomplished ICF PPC credentialed coach and career transformation expert who helps mid-career professionals break free from burnout, rediscover purpose, and design meaningful second innings. With a bold shift at age 40, he walks the talk and inspires others to do the same. It's an honor to welcome you, sir. The floor is yours. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Suresh. Thank you so much, Kumar ji, Hari ji, everybody. Thank you, everybody, and for joining the session today. It's my privilege to be, in the company of fantastic people like you. And this is such a great initiative. I'm very, very inspired by this initiative, and I wish I can do something like this for my college and my university. So fantastic. And thanks to Naveen for connecting me with you, and he invited me for this webinar. And today I have chosen a topic which is close to my heart, and I hope you can also relate with this topic. And my topic is this. My topic is second career, new life. And this is a journey that I have taken. So this is a personal story in many, many ways. And so I have created a few slides around this, but let me start with my introduction. I'll keep it short. So my name is Hemant Deshpande. I am a certified mentor coach with ICF. I'm ICF PCC credentialed coach with more than 10 years of coaching experience. And before I jumped into coaching, I was working in the IT industry. I started my career with Satyam in Hyderabad. So I have, very fond memories of Hyderabad, and I love that city. I started my career from there, and then I moved on to IBM after a few years. Worked with IBM for a few years, and then I spent more than around 9 years with Infosys. So 18 years of my IT career, worked across the globe, worked in the US for many years at different locations, worked in Europe, worked in China. And then when I was turning 40, something started churning inside of me. And the churning was about the question that popped up: what am I doing with my life? What is my life about? Is it all about work? Is it all about getting promotions? I was already doing well in my career. I was working as a portfolio manager, vertical manager in the area of um, business intelligence, and I was handling BFSI clients. But this question started, popping more frequently for me, that what is the meaning of my life? And as I started searching for that meaning, and I will share a few slides with you, and I have kept it very simple. So I'm not going to, as they say, I'm not going to bore you with my slides, but so let me see if I have the permission to share my screen. Let me just check that.
You should.
Yeah, you should be able to share.
I just
Yes.
made your co-host.
Yes, I'm just checking that. Yeah. Yes. Thank you so much for giving me this permission to share my screen. So second career, new life. So there were many days in my career or my life at that point in time when I was about to turn 40. So I call that as the mask we wear, and the mask that I was wearing. I was very, very successful. I was growing in the corporate ladder, all that was happening. But inside of that, I started asking myself, who am I? What's my real identity? I have been, very successful. All of that is happening. But what is it that I really want to do? And some people can call that as midlife crisis. It started as a crisis. I'll be honest about it. But I prefer to call this as a midlife wake up call. And that wake up call was about who am I? What is my life about? What is it that I want to do? Because I was clear that I didn't want to continue the things that I was doing already. And I could also see that my manager was doing probably the same thing. My manager's manager was also doing probably the same thing. And that did not excite me. So I started asking myself, what is it that I wanted to do? Now, I started searching for it. I started reading books. And I remember one of the books that I read at that point in time was called The Pathfinder, because I was searching for my own path at that point in time. And as I was exploring the new paths and the new meaning that I wanted to create for my life, I will be also honest with you that there was something that hit me, and there was something that was holding me back, and that was the golden cage. As I said, I was working with one of the most respected companies, getting good, decent salary, good perks, excellent benefits, all of that. So in many ways, I was in the golden cage. And of course, I had family to support. And then the question started coming up that what will it take to break this golden cage? Will I be able to do it? Do I have enough confidence and courage to really do it? So those questions started popping up. And then there came a turning point. There came a turning point when I started asking myself that how much is enough? What is success for me? As as everybody else, I also wanted to be successful. But I think my definition of success started changing, because till that point, my success was about what the world thinks of me as successful. Great job, great title, good house, good car, good family, everything. So that was the definition of success the society has given me. Or rather, I will put it this way, I inherited that from the society. But that was not making me happy anymore. I had all of that. I had lovely family, good house, good car, good job with a great company, all of that. But still, I was not happy. So then I started asking myself, what is success for me? It's not the borrowed idea of success, but what is success for me personally? And then there came a turning point. There came a turning point in my life, and I still remember that very, very distinctly. This was January of 2014, and I even remember the date. My son's second birthday was coming up, and over the weekend, I was sitting with my family over the dining table, and we were discussing the party. We were planning for the birthday party that was coming up, the guest list, the food menu, decorations, all of that. And suddenly my phone rang. And I saw that over the weekend, that too on an afternoon, my super boss was calling from Mangalore. I was very, very surprised. And I was seeing, I was telling myself, what happened? Why is he calling me on Sunday afternoon? I picked up the phone nonetheless, and I asked him what happened. He said, Hemant, you have to pack your bags and go to Mysore tonight. I was shocked. Here I was sitting with my family, planning for my son's second birthday. And here is my super boss calling me and telling me that you have to pack your bags and travel to Mysore because the client wants this entire 2-year program to be replanned in next 1 week. And you are going to lead that effort as the program manager. And he told me that not only that you are traveling, your entire leadership team is traveling to Mysore, and I don't want to hear any excuses. I couldn't say no. I was worried. I was scared of saying no because I was worried about the consequences, to be honest with you. With a very, very heavy heart, I moved to travel to Mysore. On my son's birthday, I was away. I was in Mysore, working throughout the day. And in the evening, I called my wife. When she picked up the phone, I could hear the music at the other end. I could hear children running around. I could hear the guests speaking, all of that. And I felt so lonely at the other end of the telephone line. I said, what am I doing? I should be there with my son, with my family. But I was away at work. My son was asking, where are you? I could not answer that question. I just wished him happy birthday and kept the phone. Tears rolled down my cheeks. That was emotionally a very, very, I can say, I was highly emotional at that point in time. And in that moment, something happened. A question popped up in my mind. I don't know from where. And that question, maybe it was a divine question. That question asked me, or that voice asked me, Hemant, what are you doing with your life? When will you take charge of your life? Till what point will you keep blaming your manager, your company, your clients, your circumstances? And suddenly clarity came to me. I said, I want to take charge of my life. I cannot keep blaming my circumstances, my managers, my client, my company. No. And along with that question, another question popped up is that, Hemant, when will you follow your heart? When will you follow your heart? I had been postponing that for a long, long time. I always wanted to be into training and development field. I did that as part of my passion. I guided my team, mentored my team members, conducted trainings out of my own passion. But I never thought of doing it full time because there was fear. But in that moment, and it is very ironic that in that lowest moment, so to say, I got the courage and clarity to follow my heart. Immediately the next day, I spoke to my manager and I told him that I want to hand over this program to somebody. And I ensured that transition happened. And I decided to start my second career. I came back from Mysore home. I talked to my wife. She was also very, very surprised to hear that. And she asked me, Hemant, are you serious about this? You're the only earning member in the family. Is this not a big risk? I said, definitely this is a risk. My parents had retired by that time. My wife was not working and my son was only 2 years old. But I told her something that I don't know where I gathered courage or where that clarity, I think clarity spoke through me on that day. And I said that if I don't take this risk, this could turn out to be the biggest risk of my life. And she understood. She understood my conviction. And she said that, Hemant, I'm going to support you wholeheartedly. Follow your heart, do what you want to do. And this is what happened. I realized that I was ready for this. And I am thankful to my family. And what I realized is that I was seeking meaning and not just money. I wanted freedom. I wanted self expression. I wanted to follow my passion. I wanted balance. And I wanted to make a difference in the world. And that is where my journey started. Now, fast forward. Fast forward 10 years, 11 years, right? This is my life today. I built a new life where I have freedom. I am a coach. I have coached thousands of people from more than 25 countries. I have a team. I have trained them. And I have trained people to become certified coaches, internationally certified coaches. I have a program which is a global program. We have a huge community of more than 300 coaches. Out of that, more than 130 of them are internationally certified coaches through my program. I have a program which is approved by International Coaching Federation, one of the most established, one of the most um, prestigious bodies for professional coaching, International Coaching Federation. They have more than 60,000 members in more than 60 plus countries. My program is approved by ICF. The new life that I'm talking about is life of freedom, life of work-life balance. I'm doing the work that I love to do. So even on a Saturday evening in India here, I'm equally passionate and energetic about this topic. And that's why I said yes, that I want to talk about this. Because if I can do it, anybody can do it. The freedom of doing the work that I love to do, the flexibility, because I do all my coaching online. And that's how I'm able to coach clients from more than 25 countries. My entire team is remote team. I have work-life balance. I can go shopping when there is no crowd. We go to movies, me and my wife, we go to movies when, on weekdays, mornings, afternoons, work-life balance is there. I don't have to travel. I work from home all the time. Most important part, contribution, making a difference. The work that I do is about helping others. So I'm earning good amount of money while helping others grow. And there cannot be a better win-win than that. Not only this, I am on a mission to create an army of certified career coaches who will amplify this effect, because today's world, there are millions of professionals who are struggling because of AI revolution, because of economic challenges, because of so many things that are happening in the world, and people need help. So that is, we are on a mission to empower professionals to live a great life. And that's the transformation. Not only my transformation, hundreds of my students are living that life. So, second career is new life. It's like second life that I'm living in the same life. In one life, I'm seeking this, living the second life where I redefined the success, I reclaimed my freedom, moved out of the golden cage, reconnected with my purpose, doing the work that I love to do, that I'm passionate about, and most importantly, making a positive difference. I reinvented my identity from just another successful corporate professional or corporate manager to someone who lives life on his terms, and not only that, but empowers hundreds and thousands of people in the process. So I will end my presentation with this quote, which I am very inspired by. You have two lives. The second one begins when you realize you only have one. And that is what I have lived by. And if I can do it, anybody can do that, especially people who are into their 40s and 50s. They start searching for meaning. So Naveen asked me this question on his podcast. I was on his podcast recently on TGV. And he asked me this question, that where do you begin? You begin with what do you really want to do in your life? Identify your passion. Yes. And those of you who would like to connect with me after the session, this is my email ID, dhemant@gmail.com, and happy to connect on LinkedIn as well. Thank you so much to this forum for the opportunity. Thank you so much. And I'm happy to take any questions. Back to you, Suresh. Hari.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much, sir. It was really great. Let's open the floor for any questions. Please raise your hand and ask the question.
So most of the time, Hemantji, the financial concerns, because we all have to pay our bills, especially when you are in 40s, the kids are just maybe going into high school and then into college, especially when you are in the US. It's very expensive. So if you want to start a second career at that point in time, most of us are scared. For example, I had an opportunity to run for US Congress. And that time my children were in high school and family said, no way, you cannot do that. So I gave up on it. I'm just want to see, how did you balance that in your own life at that point in time?
That's a great question, Hariji. That's a fantastic question. And I will be honest with you, I also came up with that, big question to be answered. Like my wife asked me, Hemant, you are the only earning member in the family. How are you going to do it? This is a big risk. And I was very clear that I wanted to do this, but at the same time, without toppling the responsibilities I had as a family man. So one of the first things, Hariji, I did is that after I talked to my wife, I talked to my parents also, because both of them had retired, and I spoke to them and they said, they gave me their blessing, saying that, Hemant, whatever you want to do, you have our blessings. And I want to be very honest with you. It's not like I had lots of money in the bank and, taken care of for the rest of my life. No, that was not the situation. I still had the home loans and, bills to pay, all of that. So the first person I talked to outside of my family was my financial planner. I told him, this is my plan. This is what I want to do. Look at my finances, look at my life goals. I don't want to compromise on my life goals. My son is 2 years old. I have these family responsibilities, all of that. We sat together, me, my wife, and my financial planner. We had at least 5 meetings and we looked at what's going to happen in the next 6 months, the worst case scenario, the best case scenario, all of that. So we did that, financial scenario planning. And then we came to that conclusion. My financial planner told me, Hemant, you have got 1 year. That's the runway you have got. Right? And consciously, me and my wife also reduced the expenses. We stopped going to restaurants. We stopped, going to travels or, fancy vacations. We cut down on our costs as well during that time. But the most importantly, that financial planning exercise gave me the clarity about the runway that I had. That if I can take off during that 1 year, I'm good. And luckily, of course, and the efforts that I took during that time, it took off within 1 year. Yes, initial first 6 8 months, even a year was difficult for me, but I knew clearly that in my head that I have 1 year to establish myself, connect with people, do networking, completed my certifications, started my business development, started my website. So I started preparing. Now, if somebody asks me today, how do I start this? I will say, don't quit your job first, start planning. So in my community, people who are certified coaches, many of them, at least 50% of them, are in full-time jobs. So I tell them that don't be in a hurry to quit the job like I did. You start building your second career parallelly, because preparation time is maybe 1 year, 2 years time is there. So that runway you build for yourself while you're still in a full-time job. So that will take care of that pressure off, from the financial constraints point of view. Yeah. So that's my take. I hope it helps a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. I think that's a very good insight. Uh, most of us are going through that phase of the life to pursue our passion. There's only one life on this planet, right? So if we
Yes.
leave without pursuing a passion, that's a shame. And also, we would like to see the world before we leave. So thank you for your insights on this. And yeah, Suresh, let's take other questions here.
Thank you.
Sure, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
What do you suggest for retired people?
Yeah, that's a great question, Pramodji. So many of my community members, they're also retired people. In fact, many of the people come to my programs because they say, hey, you know what? I have retired, but I have so much of knowledge and expertise and energy that I still have, right? What can I do now? And the best part is that I train people to become career coaches. When somebody is retiring at the age of 58 or 60 or whatever their age is, they have so much of experience, corporate experience, knowledge, the career journey that they have gone through, the successes and failures that they have seen, teams that they have managed, responsibilities they have handled, all of that. There is wealth of knowledge that is there. In fact, I call that as treasure of wealth. So, retired people can also look at second career. In fact, they are really, really well positioned to start that. And when I talk about career coaching, right, you don't need an office, you don't need a staff. If you have a laptop, if you have good internet connection, your knowledge is already there. You can start off, immediately after you complete your training. So it's that simple because of technology. Today we are connecting from all across the world using Zoom, right? So that's available for us. So let's make the best use of your expertise, experience, and technology advantage that we all have today to, start, what you're passionate about. Yeah, I hope that answers your question a little bit. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello, Hemant Garu. This is Ramana. Um, uh, how a person, particularly the youngster, realize what his or her passion is? Like, is there any
Mm,
way? Because normally passion is something looked at as something exotic and not
yeah,
for us. We go by media, whatever we go with the flow generally. How what I feel is, for example, if these youngsters understand their passion, I mean, they can
mm,
do wonders. So, but realizing the passion is a very big thing. So, how
yes,
to realize it? Any
yes.
methodology, any steps, like
Yeah, that's a great question. That's a great question because on social media and on YouTube and Insta, we keep hearing about, follow your passion, follow your passion, follow your passion. But the question that you asked that how do I know this, even I'm passionate about this? Now, there are actually scientific assessments. And one of the scientific assessments which I provide is called the strengths assessment. You might have heard about Strengths Finder. There is an instrument which I use which is called Strengths Scope, which is similar to Strengths Finder. In that, you can actually identify what you enjoy doing, what are you excited about. Because when you're doing that work, let's say, let me take an example of, let's say, collaboration, or let's say communication, or let's say critical thinking or strategic thinking. If these are things that you enjoy, just an example, there is a list of 24 strengths that are there. If you're excited about this, if you're energized by doing that activity, know that that is your strength. And strength is similar to passion, because then that is something when you're doing, you don't feel drained, you feel excited, about that. And then you may have that skill already because of your experience, or you can actually develop that skill. So that's one of the ways, and it can be done scientifically. We have a whole assessment for that, and that can be done like, within 1 hour. And that's the way to find your passion, way to find, I call that as strengths. And once you know your strengths, right, you can identify the roles, identify your careers based on your strengths. And with strengths, you can never go wrong, because something that you enjoy doing, you're also inclined to develop skills inside of that. And once you have the skills and the passion or the excitement, right, then it's a win-win, because you're going to do a great job out of, doing that particular activity. And then you can align your career towards your strengths. I did the same thing. I aligned my career to my strengths, which is interacting with people, learning, communication, sharing knowledge, training people, coaching people. These are all my strengths. So I aligned my career to that, and that's why I'm enjoying it every single day.
So is there a questionnaire? Is there a link that you could share, Hemantji, in the chat how do you evaluate your passion?
Yes. So as I mentioned about Strength Scope, so Strength Scope is a tool, is an instrument provided by Strength Scope as a company. I can provide that link. I will have to look that up on internet, but yeah, I can provide that to you.
Thank you.
Sure. Most welcome.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Anyone have any other questions? If not, Kumar Garu, if you can go ahead and thank our speaker, and we'll give the next
Thank you,
speaker.
Suresh. Thank you, Hemantji, for coming today for wonderful topic, actually. All of us has some kind of passion, but it's very risk, as Harigar said, that sometimes it's possible, sometimes it's not possible because of the financial backgrounds and the liabilities we have, responsibilities we have. But some time or other, I think we need to get to that point and say, hey, you know what, let me take a risk. And I think that's a good point that you did it and you are successful. And we are very happy to hear your background and your journey. And let us see if some of us can try, because um, you never know what passion we do have it. So as Harigaru said, if you can share us, I think maybe we'll take that quiz and then see where our passion is.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. I have shared that link in the chat box.
you coming today, anything advanced topics in future, if you want to share with us, you are
Sure.
welcome to come back as another speaker. Okay.
Sure.
And
Thank you so much, Kumarji.
thank
It's
you.
my pleasure. Fantastic group. And thanks to Naveen once again for connecting me with such a amazing group. And yeah, I'll be happy to come back with another topic which could be of use to you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Hemantji. Thank you for coming today. Okay.
Thank you. I'll drop off now because I have another engagement
Sure,
starting
sure.
in
Please
10 minutes.
take care,
Yeah.
and we'll be in touch with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. And thanks everybody. And I'll be very happy to
Yeah.
connect with you on LinkedIn as well. You can find me as Hemant Deshpande, ICF PCC. I'll be happy to connect with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
sir. I appreciate it.
And best wishes to all of you. Thank you.
Harigaru,
Yes.
we have professors joined today. You want to say hello to them?
Yeah. What we can do, do we have our next speaker lined up already?
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
sir.
he's there, but I think 5 minutes, maybe we can start.
Yeah.
Right?
We'll take one break, and so we'll take a few seconds for each one to identify where they come from, location, college, batch, if at all, and if you are a professor, which department you are from. So we will just start with Pratyush Gorantala. If you could identify yourself, and just we'll keep going from the screen.
Hi, good morning, everyone, and good evening. This is Pratyush Gorantala. I'm batch 2002 to 2006 Biotechnology, JNTU Hyderabad. I'm happy to be here from Delaware. Thank you.
Thank you. And we have Subramaniam TVS. Please identify yourself, introduce.
Sir, he is our speaker, actually.
Okay, good. So we'll pause on that. So DVSSKSG Gupta, you could identify. We have Hari TJ Jaikar from Hyderabad.
Jaikar, go ahead.
No, we wanted you to identify yourself quickly. Yeah.
Good morning, everybody, and good evening, India. I am Jaikar, Vice President, JNTUH-AA-USA Association, Hyderabad, parent organization, and I belong to 84 batch ECE with couple of degrees, MTech and MBA, also from JNTU. I am a technocrat. I am into technology, finance, and law. Currently, my second career in advocacy is in High Court of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, and I am a technology lawyer.
Thank you, Jaikar. So Naga Sonali, please identify yourself. Buchanna Gajala from Washington, DC. If you could identify yourself, your batch.
Hi, Harry and everyone. Good morning, good evening. This is Buchanna Gajula. I'm from JNTU 1992-94 passed out civil batch. I think I already started my second career very early, so I'm still fascinating to pursue it both, financial aspect as well as my passion. So I think it's a good topic. Thank you.
Thank you.
Politics.
Yeah, so
KV.
politics is my passion, so I'm keeping.
So wish you all the best, Buchanna.
Thank you.
KV Sharma. Dheeraj Sunera. Pavanishri.
Good evening, sir. I am Dr. Dheeraj Sunera. I am faculty in JNTU, sir. I was also an alumni of JNTU. I have done my MTech from JNTU Hyderabad.
Oh, very nice. Thank you. Thank you. Which college you are in faculty, sir?
I am in electronics and communication engineering, sir.
Wonderful. Thank you. Welcome, sir.
Kukatpalli?
I work at JNTU Rajanna Sirsila, sir,
Silsila.
which is a constituent college of JNTU Hyderabad.
Wonderful. Thank you. Welcome, sir. Pavanishri. Jayant Kumar. Meher Prakash. So anybody else I missed, please introduce yourself.
Ramaragar.
Yeah, Professor Bamara. Yeah, please, this time again, you can replay, madam, about the upcoming event.
Yeah.
Bamara is our alumni director for the Alumni Affairs. She's joining us from Hyderabad.
Good evening, all again. I'm very happy to see among the participants some of our faculty members like Gupta Garu, Professor Gupta, Professor K.V. Sharma, who is again my PhD guide, and also Dr. Shilpa, Dr. Sudharani, Dr. Dheeraj Sunera. All of us, these are all our JNTU colleagues. I'm very happy to see them in the participants, amongst the participants. Yeah, so as the college commemorates its 60th year, so this is the Diamond Jubilee celebration for the College of Engineering, Hyderabad. So we are celebrating it along with the JNTU Global Alumni Meet during 17th, 18th October. The registration link for the event is open. I'll share it in the group as well. I'll share in the chat as well. So please do go through the registration link and register. Thank you so much.
Hari sir, you're on mute.
I think we have.
Suresh, with this, you can get started with the next speaker. You can, yeah.
Great. Thank you, Hari sir. Appreciate it. We're going to start with the next speaker. I'd like to introduce our own director, Pratyush Gorandla, to introduce our second speaker. Pratyush Garu, go ahead and introduce the second speaker, please.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. It's an honor and a privilege to introduce to our webinar TVS Subramanian Garu. He's a distinguished academician and a motivational speaker and globally recognized expert in memory training and personality development with 3 degrees in engineering and a post degree in psychology. He's a recipient of APJ Abdul Kalam Award in aeronautical engineering for securing the highest marks across India. He has also set multiple world records and earned a place in the Limca Book of Records. His passion for education led him to establish the SMART Institute, which stands for Super Memory and Recall Training, in Hyderabad and recognized as a memory wizard by the Hindu newspaper. Please, everyone, welcome TVS Subramanian Garu.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
You say people are in US also. I have to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everything. I think for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice to meet you all. I have done my mechanical engineering from JNTU. Okay, and before that, I have done my aeronautical engineering, production, and maintenance degrees from Aeronautical Society of India, Delhi. So as the before speaker speaking about the second career, so I was always having second career right from my 18 years of age. Okay. Okay. Now you can see. Are you able to see my PPT here? You can see this one here.
Yes. Make it in the presentation mode, sir. Right now we see entire your desktop.
Acha. Okay.
Click on slideshow, sir, on the menu, and then on the top. Slideshow.
On the top, you have file, home, insert. There's a slideshow.
Oh, yeah. Or the bottom.
After animation.
Thank you.
On the top, sir.
Yeah, that's
seventh one. You see that?
Slideshow.
Yes. Perfect.
It's okay now?
Yes. Good, sir.
Yeah. Okay, is it okay, sir? Yeah, all of you can see it now. Yeah, right. So, yeah, thank you. Yeah, now, so right from 18 of it, I don't know somehow how right from my childhood, I have very much interest in training actually. So whenever my friends, they doesn't come to school, and because of fever or something, I used to go to their homes and teach them and come back. So that was there in my blood right from the beginning, I think. So I continued same thing when I was studying. Initially, I did my mechanical engineering diploma. Then also I was teaching continuously. I went on teaching the people. So this is like I was having like a second career, and I'm getting some money also for that. And I worked in Indian. First time I started at the age 18 years age. I joined Indian P&D department. I can say I'm the 100% Indian. First I worked in Indian P&D department, then I worked in Indian Railways, then I worked in Indian Airlines, then Indian Airlines got merged into Air India. So I worked as Assistant General Manager, and recently I took my retirement. Okay. Now, this Super Memory Active Recall Institute, I started in 1994. So as of now, I have more than 30 years of standing. And when I initially started the institute, people used to come and ask me whether memory can be improved. Is it possible? So I started showing some instant memory improvement techniques, but still people used to ask that. I said, okay, let me do a world record and show them what we can do. What's the potential of the brain? I done a world record in 1998, and it has got recorded in Limca Book of Records in 1999. Okay. So where I have remembered 360 binary digits just given by the audience, immediately I remembered them and recalled without any mistake with 100% accuracy in 4 minutes and 23 seconds. So afterwards, now also the thing is that a lot of parents will come, sir, your memory is very good, we know, but my child can improve the memory. That question always remains. I says, okay, I am doing some instant tricks. Not only that, I designed a memory training for 12 hours duration. It is 6 days into 2 hours. But it can be taken in any fashion as per the convenience of the people. It can be taken on 6 Sundays or 6 Saturdays or Saturday, Sunday for 3 times or daily basis as per the convenience, as per the things they go on. But my training doesn't only just to teach you the memory techniques. I go into the actual subjects, whatever, right from 4th class to 10th class. All the history, all the events, whoever joins me, they can finish in 4 hours. Just 4 hours. That's all. The complete syllabus, they don't have to touch the history again in the entire year. They can simply be just before the exam, 5-10 minutes, they can just reimagine and they can go for the exam. So they will be saving a lot of time. These things can be used for the other subjects. Not only that, like mathematics, all the formulae in any class in mathematics, I'll train them in 4 hours. All critical topics in science, I'll train them in 4 hours. So they don't have to look backward again for that. So they will have a permanent memory, and mostly it's a lifetime memory. Okay. So if anybody wants to know anything about memory at any time, I request you at any time, you can ask me your question. There's no problem. I'll explain. So just before going into the deep topic, let us see how actually our brain is working, how your body is working, what is the problem, what's the solution. Okay. Now, all of you, I request you to try just small exercise. What you have to do is just place your hands, all of you, just place your hands like this, 2 hands. What you have to do is one hand, you have to rotate this way, just January, February. Not now. Just give a little bit gap. Now what you have to do? One hand you rotate from your side to outside, and one hand should come make a rotation from outside to inside. You can just see me how I am doing. You try to rotate. Kumar, Rani, sir, your hands are going, both are going outwards only.
Oh,
Hari Garu, I think your hands also both are going outside only. One should go from heart to outside, other one should come from outside to your heart side.
no,
See that? Are you able to do it?
no, it's not.
No? Yeah, I will tell you, sir. What's the reason I tell you? Okay. Not only you, 99% of the people cannot make it. I tell you why. Okay. So most of you know our brain is, I think I don't have to spend much time on the introduction. Just I'll go very fast. This is our neuron cell. Our brain is composed of neuron cells. Okay. So now we can say this is called the axon, and these things are called, these green things are called myelin sheathing. I'll tell you, in the total neurons, whatever we have, this myelin sheathing is only 10%. Only 10% of cells are having the myelin sheathing. And the thing is, whatever we are interested, the subjects, they will go into this one. So this electricity, whatever it is passing from here to this way to the other cells, they go 100%. So they will be able to answer 100%. And remaining 90% of the neurons, whatever we have, they don't have this myelin sheathing. See here, these things, they don't have the myelin sheathing. So what happens here, when this cell is connected to other cell, so there are chances of this electricity flowing to other cells, and you are not getting the answer exactly. See, sir, what happens in the switch? Suppose we have a switch, fan switch here. When I put the switch, the electricity will go from here, go to the fan and come back. Okay. If the wire is, everything is perfect. Suppose there is some breakage in the line, or it is getting connected to the other line. What happens? It becomes a short circuit. The fan will not rotate. This current will go to other way, other place. So the same thing happens in our brain also. That is the memory problem, what people are getting. We are struggling to remember what is the name, what is his name. I'll tell you what's the problem with the names also. So what in this training, basically we say your memory is two types. One is trained memory, second is the untrained memory. If we have a trained memory, what we do, we place different things in different places in the brain. I'll show you where we are keeping the things in our brain, and we are able to make pass the circuit perfectly, so that our remembrance will be very easy. So this is the system. Okay, I think most of the people may be knowing it, these dendrites and nucleus, everything. So I'm not going to details. This is a detail we'll go later when in the course. Ritu? So, Ritu, one second. So what happens now? How many cells we are having in the brain? See, basically our brain is made of two halves. This left side half is controlling the right side of the body, and the right side is controlling the left half of the body. Okay, so this left side is controlling the right side of our total body, and the right side is controlling the left side of the body. Okay, that's why what happens for all our people, highly educated people, we use the left side brain more, because we are using the more of the left side of the brain. Okay, now what happens? This is giving command to your right side and as well as to the left side of the body also. Slight connection. That's why this brain has to give command to the left hand to make a rotation this direction, and this brain has to give a command to the hand. But whereas people who are left brain dominant, this is dominating. So both you are getting the same connection. So you are not able to move in the other direction. So one brain is dominating. Basically the left brain. Educated people, I'll show you what the things our brain is doing. So basically when you started, we are having around 100 billions or 10,000 crores of the cells, 10,000 crores cells in the brain. Okay. And you can see the neuron growth during development of a fetus. Initially, it is 250,000 neurons per minute in 1 minute. That is the growth up to almost 3 months of age. So it is going to increase continuously like that. Now we have 10,000 crores of cells. That's why I tell you, at any age, you can improve your memory. And 10,000 crores of cells, okay, And with one cell, you can remember minimum 10,000 items. Okay, or 10,000 bytes of information, I can say. So this is our memory is in terabytes. Only thing is we are not using it more. God has given us more than this 10,000 crore cells. And if you say there are 1 lakh crores of cells, they are called glial cells. Even if you lose all these cells, still we have the glial cells. We can train up them. They will be working like this normal neuron cells. So we have the ultimate capacity. And to tell you frankly, I done my all the 3 degrees simultaneously. And I was working for airlines where we have our internal exams. Our pass mark is 80%. So I can say I was doing continuously, simultaneously, all these things. So I have used a lot of memory techniques. My memory techniques can be better used in engineering materials, strength of materials, metallurgy, thermodynamics, or many places. I can make almost 30% of the syllabus in every subject. They can be just remembered in just hours, just 3-4 hours, each subject. So this is the way our brain is going to grow from the birth to 3 months to 6 months. The number of, as I have told you, 2.5 lakhs per every minute. They will be continuously growing. So up to by a boy gets by 3 years of age, almost 80% of the brain is developed. And 90% of the brain is developed by 18 years of age, and it takes 23 years to develop the full brain. Though the frontal lobe, the front side, to develop, it takes 23 years. That's why I say a lot of people who are engineering and other people, their brain is not fully developed. That's why teenage people know every day one cell is going to far away from the other cell because it is increasing. Number of cells are increasing continuously. Okay. So now we'll come here. What's happening? I said that we have 2 brains, and what's the brain? In between, this is called corpus callosum. This brain is having this around now bundle of around 30 lakhs. Actually, this is we have a coordinator, no, sir, in our college for everything, no, for jobs we have a coordinator. For any function we have a coordinator. Like that, this is the coordinator for the left brain and the right brain. This has to transfer the information from left side to the right side. Then only we will get the answer perfectly. Normally, what happens? We see a lot of people. All the names they are stored in the left hemisphere here. Names are stored here, and faces are stored here. And in between this connection, no, if this connection is not proper, so those people whom we see regularly, we can easily identify them. If you have seen a person after 1 month, 2 months, you are seeing him, he can remember, I know this person, I know this face, I met him in so and so place, I met him in JNTU and that anniversary, everything you will tell, but name you cannot recollect. What happens is one single neuron can remember 10,000 names. See, if I can say Mr. M. Kumar, D. Kumar, Krishna Kumar, Ram Kumar, all names go into one cell only. So in one cell, I am keeping more than 1,000 Kumar's names. So in your file, your office file, you have more than 10,000 with almost similar names, around 1,000 names in one file. And they are in a scattered fashion. They are not put in a chronological way or anything. Then what you'll have, you to pick it up, it will become difficult. So what happens, the electrical current starts from here, from the right side, it is going to the left side to the particular cell, and it is not able to touch that cell. So you are not getting the name. So you will try for some time, then you will leave it. Maybe after half day or 1 day, when you meet some other Kumar, suddenly you remember, yes, that person's name also Kumar. This happened to you anytime, sir? Okay.
It happens every day, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. So electrical current is trying to flow. It is trying to, like when we put the switch, sir, we'll see an electric arc there. Okay, like that, the arc is jumping, but where exactly it has to jump, it is not going to the exact place. So after your subconscious mind, it is working. Whatever you left thinking, no, you may be thinking that I am thinking, but your subconscious mind is on the job. It is working. Even you are sleeping, it is working. And you will get the answer at some other time when the similar nerve it is getting connected. So this is the corpus callosum, sir. Now, what happened? Who has found this? Dr. Roger Sperry in 1981, he found this corpus callosum. Here, this in the side cutting, it is given as yellow. Okay. Now, this corpus callosum, what he has done? Previously, what there's to any cancer or anything developed in the brain, what they used to do, they used to cut open this one skull. Only that time they give little bit anesthesia. Afterwards, the brain is such a wonderful thing. You chop it into pieces, it will never know the pain. If I just pinch here, the information goes to the brain and it says it is getting pain. Try to relieve it or whatever, do some action. But if coming to the brain itself, it doesn't know any pain. You just chop it. That's why you can see any operation going on. For a musician, he'll be playing the guitar or something, they'll be doing the operation. They'll be seeing which in a PET scan, which cell is getting more activated. That they don't touch those cells. Whichever cell is not activated, wherever that cancer cell they found, they will try to cut it. So this is what Dr. Roger Sperry has done. What he has done here for almost for 11 patients, he has cut this corpus callosum, totally removed the corpus callosum. Then what he has done, the person is behaving like two people, like a split person. Then he offered a coffee, one hand is taking, other hand is also trying to take. Like two people quarreling for one coffee. Like that, the person with two hands is quarreling. So then he thought something is there in this one. Then he again done a lot of research. Then he finally came to know this is the one connecting the left brain and the right brain. Okay, these people who know Hyderabad, I'm telling it's like a tank band bridge. Tank band bridge, it is connecting Hyderabad and Sikidrabad. So if the bridge is broken, there is no connection. So, but this one we know in our ancestors know very, very long back in our Vedas and Puranas, if you see. That's why people who got the thread marriage, sir, they will tell. They will tell a mantra. That mantra, all mantra, they tell only in the right ear. Because they know right ear, when we talk, this brain, it goes to the left brain. This left brain passes the language. The mantra is stored here. That's why every mantra is told in the right ear only. You can see from 1900, from the olden years, if you see anybody. Okay, sir. So, but ultimately, we should have some scientific reasoning, no, sir. So, Dr. Roger Sperry has given, he got Nobel Prize for that, for his thesis, for this one. As I told you here, the right side of the brain and the left side. Right side of the brain, this green, it is controlling this side, and the red is controlling this side, you can see. So, this for everybody. Normally, people get, they say, some brain clot. So, if the left brain there is some clot, his right hand and right leg will get affected. You can easily tell you have got a clot here. If there is a clot in this side, the other side of the body gets the problem. Okay, sir. Any doubts here up to here, sir? Anything? Anybody want to ask anything here? Yeah. So I'll proceed further. Now, we have this, the left side brain, what it is doing? It is doing the reading, writing, mathematics, logic, analysis, and languages. What the right side brain is doing? It is doing the imagination, creativity, dreams, symbols, emotions, and intuition. Okay, sir. Now, a child up to 2-3 years of age, he will be using left side brain as well, imagination and creativity of the right side also. Okay, that's why he is just standing on a chair and he is just saying, "This is my horse." He is just playing in the home. That means he is using imagination and creativity. Okay, and whoever is trying to is seeing he will be using to imitate that person. Suppose if you seen a teacher, he will also come, he'll take a stick and he'll be moving here and there in the hall and telling all of you stand up, sit down, like that he'll be acting. So that means he is doing the imagination and creativity. He is using this brain. Now what happening? And we can see a lot of children, they smile during sleep, they suddenly crying, they will wake up. That means what happens? That's all in that they are getting some dream. Okay. Now, this dream itself is a big story. I take around 2 hours course for that actually. Okay. And what is happening when this child is put into the school actually. So nursery or LKG, UKG, he starts reading ABCD, 1, 2, 3, 4, multiplication tables. What is happening? That throughout the life, sir, up to engineering, up to doctor, up to lawyer, up to any professional, we are using only reading, writing, mathematics, logic, analysis, and languages. I say people who are using only this left side of the brain, L, your income is only in lakhs. You cannot cross lakhs. You cannot get 1 crore, 2 crores in a month. No. Your salary is fixed at 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs per month. That's it. Okay. People who are using the creativity, the CR in this right side will give you crores. CR, your income is in crores, if you can use it. Who are using, let us see, who are using this creativity? Main first thing is film people. Yes, sir? They are making the different story. We know everything is a only love story only. Hardly we have one hero, one heroine. If both are getting married, that's a story. Both are getting separated, it's a story. Both are getting married and separated, it's another story. Both are one hero, two heroines, one hero. It goes on. So only they are just changing the dialogues or the songs or the fightings or any other things. Ultimately, it is only same love story, same, almost the same story. Imagination and creativity they are using. That's why their income is in crores. Today we can see Allu Arjun has taken 300 crores for the movie. Okay. But same Allu Arjun is a failure in studies. He himself said, I am not telling you. He himself said, only one teacher identified me. She used to encourage me. And he has called his teacher also onto the stage. Okay. And she is the only one who used to appreciate me and nobody else for it. And after taking his award also, he said the same thing. I was just nothing in my school. People used to tell what I will become. They used to worry what I am going to become. So this is the thing. So now what I am telling is now we are using the reading, writing, mathematics. Now, when we are using this imagination or creating education, no, hardly we use when science experiments are there, or when scientific something, no, we'll do something, some experiment. So we have to submit to somebody, or we have to do a little bit of private work. Even college also, private work is not there that much. Okay, only school level. Sometime science exhibitions go on. They use this for 10 days or 15 days and they close it. That's all. Now, if we can use this imagination and creativity, that we are going to get two products. The first one is memory and second one is money. Memory and money. That's why my quotation is learning and earning are two easiest things in the world. People have made it difficult. I am trying to make them very easy again. This is my vision, sir. Okay. Now I'm training different people. This year I have trained two 10th class people. That girl has not gone to school last 5 years. The boy has not gone to school last 3 years. Straight away, both of them, I put them for 10th class. The girl has cleared in first class, the boy has passed in second class. Both. I had just given them 45 days training, daily 2 hours. So this goes on like this, sir. And what we are using in the right side in the daily life or in the education, we are using the emotions, nothing else. We are using the emotions. What emotions? When people know, normally we can see the students, they will be absent for the class. Okay, they'll bring some sick certificate. They'll say always something that has happened, this accident has happened, I am sick. They only do some acting and they cry, do a lot of nonsense and only emotions. What happening in the right side brain is all our emotions, mostly 90% of our emotions are negative. They are not positive. Love, happiness, expressing gratitude, all these are positive. And you can say an average person is smiling only 20 minutes in a day. That's what statistics. 20 minutes in a day, that's all. Not much. So if you can be more happy, use the positive emotions of the brain. That is comes in my personal development course. I do memory development course and personal development course also. 2 courses. So everything is a part of this year. Now in the memory, imagination and creativity, I can tell you a lot of examples in each subject whoever is joining. So they can get them trained in different subjects. It becomes very, very easy for them to remember, because previously they are using only the left side brain. This has become overheated already. That's why when people they read 2-3 hours, 4 hours, they say I'm getting overheated. So they take a break. They will go for a tea and they don't come back. Actually, now normally I say a lot of students what they do, they start 3-4 or 4-5 people join together. They want to combine studies. First they say, okay, we'll toss a coin and study what we have to do. So one fellow will say, what do we do? We'll put a toss. If it is heads, we'll study. If it is tails, we'll go for movie. Okay, but nowadays it is different, sir. Now it is heads will go for a movie. It is tails will go for cricket. If the coin is standing like this on the wall, then we'll study. Okay, it's not that side, this side. It should stand. That's the people what they are doing. And nowadays, a lot of students I see, they play as a 2020 match or a test match. Nobody is playing test match now. That means I ask them, what is 2020? Sir, we do some 20 questions we'll take up from the old papers and some 20 questions, other things which you expect. We study only 40 questions. If that comes, we'll pass, otherwise no. Okay, they are all playing 2020 now. Now, how to do? Use more systems in the brain. I'll tell you, sir. Now, what's happening? When we are, this is the eyes position. When we are seeing from this side, whatever language I said, I didn't say just like that. The language is processed here. This is the PET scan, sir. PET scan, okay, it is taken. So you can see this is the area where the red area is there. This is the processing is going on. So language is processed here in the left brain. Music is processed in the right brain here. Okay, this is a PET scan actually. So now all the music, that's why I teach, we started teaching Jani Jani Yes Papa only, that's what. You are never used it afterwards. I use the same song, same thing for the syllabus. I teach the other things. Most of my teachings goes with cinemas, songs, music, and dances. So that's why we use more right side of the brain. So it is possible for anybody to increase their memory in any subject in any way. So now some more things are to come. This is our two brains. Actually, there is a supplementary motor area called here. This is a blue area. This is actually given. People in our childhood used to tap here. No? If somebody is not remembering something, they should tap here. And today it's a big problem. If anybody taps any student, next day the complaint will come. But thing is that if you tap here, what will happen? It is like a still water. If we store a throne, it will give some ripples, and these waves will go. So what happens when something, as I had told you previously, there is something here, something they are not getting, the circuit is not getting connected. When you give a tap here, there is a chance of this electricity flowing to the correct cell. That's why that time our teachers used to tap there. Okay, and I'll show you what are the places actually where we are going to store different things in the brain. Okay, so now this will not right. So all the pictures what we are seeing, sir, they are stored at behind the brain. All the photos are stored here. You can see this brain also just work all the electric circuits. Okay, as I told the circuits, no, sir. Once the circuit should complete, then only we'll get the answer. Otherwise, we'll never get the answer. Yeah. Now you can see here. This eyeball is taking the photos, and these photos are stored here. Okay. And here also in the latest NLP technique says people whom you love more, okay, their faces are stored in the right half of the brain, and whom you do not like much, they are stored in the left side of the brain. Okay, so we use this technique, and we used to store all the pictures here for the different subjects. Okay, and I make the subject more interesting. As I told you previously, that myelin sheathing, no, subjects which you are interested, they pass through the myelin sheathing. So I'll make every subject more interesting. So that's why I can put those subjects into the myelin sheathing so people can remember for more time. Okay, sir. Now you can see these are also again PET scans taken for the brain. Okay, now you can see how the hearing, where the hearing is taking place. As I had told you, this is the radio, red is the, and yellow is the place where the more activity is there in the brain. So when we are seeing, the more activity in the brain is here at these two places. And then here you can see speaking. Speaking is the, these two places more activity is taking, and thinking is the, this is the place. And I share normally short-term memory and long-term memory. Any short-term memory is by electrical impulse. It is stored here. You can see this is the place where thinking is going on. This is the very place near the temple. Short-term memory is there. That's why somebody gives a phone number, we'll remember for even half an hour or 1 hour. Afterwards, we'll forget. By repetition, this energy can be converted into chemical energy. The chemical energy stored all over the brain in the brain wrinkles. So that will be there for a long-term memory. So only by repetition, a person can change the short-term memory to a long-term memory. Okay. Anybody wants to ask any questions here, sir? Any doubt here?
Repetition meaning that
Yeah.
keep saying same thing over and over.
Yes, sir. Repetition also, to go into the long term, there is a sequence, sir. So anything a person studies now, normally it takes 6 to 7 readings to go into the long-term memory. From a thing what I have read, the brain starts forgetting the information after 10 minutes. Whoever we met, after 10 minutes, it starts removing the material from our brain. It removes from here and it stores it. It will throw in the storeroom. It will be there, but it is in the storeroom. We can't take it out just like that easily. So normally what we say after the first repetition should be after 10 minutes. And then when somebody has done revision after 10 minutes, it will be remembered for 1 hour. And after 1 hour, again, the brain starts removing the material. Then if somebody done a revision after 1 hour, it will be there for 1 day. After 1 day, and then 1 week, and then 1 month, and 6 months. This is the long-term memory sequence. Whoever follows this sequence, they can remember for a very long time. And actually coming to this is for just by using only left side of the brain. If anybody has taken my training and people use left and right side together, it is just 2 to 3 readings is enough to remember for the lifetime. Okay, sir. Anything more?
Sir, I'm
Yeah.
Pramod Kumar, sir.
Yes, sir.
Normally, over a long period of time,
Yeah.
if we explain need and necessity of a subject and
Yeah.
link it with some day-to-day activity, that has
Yes.
been very powerful tool in keeping students motivated, engaged, and
Yes, sir.
remembering forever. As a
Yes,
matter
sir.
of fact, I tell you, my 30,
Yeah.
40 subjects, I can start
Yeah.
from start till end without referring anything, even after 20 years.
Very nice, sir. Very nice. Yeah. Yeah, it's called association technique. Whoever associate with one thing with other things, no, they can be remembered for a long time. Normally, what I use,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
use our total body. Some things I keep in the ear, some things I attach to the ear, something attached to the nose, something to the throat. Like that, we go on attaching things here so that automatically what I had attached here, what I attached here, those things will come into mind very easily. This is a simple memory technique, sir. Observation and association, what we call OA. Observation and association. This is one of the techniques.
We like to listen to your talk. Sir. Some talk
Yeah,
referring to whatever you are telling, that will be better.
Yes, sir.
But this is what I had been using last 30, 40 years.
Yeah, yes.
Had been a
Yeah.
very powerful tool and people listen to that.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Anything more, sir? Anybody next further? So I tell you, sir, here, what is happening is for a lot of our people, what happens is the smart brains we sell. My institute name is Smart. It's called Super Memory Active Recall Training. So I say it's a smart brain. What is a smart brain? Smart brain is the thing a person, let me say, even there is a sequence in the brain. I'll show you in the next slide. If the brain is working at a different alpha, beta, theta, gamma, there are different levels. At that place, what happens if anybody's brain is working more than 22 cycles per second, the frequency, 22 frequency, above that, anybody will forget. Okay, it is like that. In a still water, we are putting a throne. Okay, sir, a stone, no? There are some ripples coming. Up to 22 is okay. Still, we can see clearly what is there at the bottom. When the waves become more than 23, it becomes difficult for us to see what is underneath. In the same way, that way what happened, we left the key somewhere, we will be searching where I left it. It's on the table or it's in the coat or it's the car, we will be go on searching. So what happens is the thing, it is not registered properly in the brain. Whenever you are leaving the thing, it is not registered in your brain. The only thing is now you start checking everywhere, your more glucose is wasted. What happens, whatever energy we are getting from the food, almost 30% of energy is used by the brain. Only 70% is the remaining body, 30% of the brain. And in that again, 30% is going through the eyes. These are the two powerful video cameras. They are taking continuous video. So 30%, just so by closing the eyes, we can store a lot of energy. It is simply to easy to understand. We are paying 32% income tax, no, sir. So this 30% income tax, whatever it is. So if we can save this energy, our salary is saved. In the same way, if we can close the eyes anytime, we will go to alpha state. Then that time, if you listen or if you hear or read, whatever thing, so they go into the brain more easily. I'll show in the next diagram what happens. Now here, a person who forgot where he has kept the keys, so he'll be searching everywhere. Now you can see this person is searching, so his activity is everywhere in the brain. So he is using a lot of glucose. The sugar is getting wasted here. That's why slowly, he becomes impatient, he loses energy. But whereas the smart person, he remembers where he has kept the keys. He remembers, I have kept it in my almirah at this place further. So automatically, he will be wasting only small energy. He'll be using very small energy here. Okay, this is what is the smart brain. So there are different techniques of how to remember different things. Now we'll come here. Now what is happening? What exactly for memory, what is required? The very first thing is air. Yes, sir. We all know that we can't keep close, shut the mouth or nose and just close it and see. I can close it for around 70. I'm practicing every day. Slowly, I'm going to 90 seconds now. Okay. My target is to go to 5 minutes. If you go to 5 minutes, more action will be there. Okay. We will be saving a lot of energy and everything. Now, without air, we can't live for 3 minutes. Normally, it's a saying. And without then water, we can't live for more than 5 days. And without sleep, we can't live more than 10 days. So this is the cycle. So what very much important is for the air. Nowadays, what is happening is outside, when you travel, everywhere there is pollution, air pollution. Air pollution is the first problem which creating problem for the not only for the memory, for the brain and for heart, for everything actually. So memory also, the main problem is air pollution. Next coming is the water pollution is also there. Okay. And then air pollution, water pollution. Okay. And we see more things. Everywhere it is polluted. Food pollution. Okay. Food also, it is getting because they are using different chemicals and fertilizers, food is also getting spoiled. So these are the things which are going to spoil our memory. Okay. What I tell you, there are two things. One is trained memory and untrained memory. One is the direct improvement of memory. Direct improvement of memory is just by joining my course, just finish 12 hours. You take any food, any air, any water, anything, your memory can be improved just like a snap of a finger. It is called instant memory improvement. I can show improvement in just 15 minutes for anybody. 15 minutes. Okay. And for any topic, they can take only 15 minutes. This is to remember around a list of 40 items. Okay, sir, 40 or 50 items. If you can reduce it a bit later, it is more easy actually. Normally what happens for our people, when you go to supermarket, from house they give a list. Suppose you are not carrying the list, you want to remember 10 items. When you go to supermarket, you purchase something, 3-4 items or at least 1 or 2 items, you will forget and come back. Okay, after coming out or something, then you will remember, oh, again, I have to go back to the market and I have to stand in the queue. So picking is no problem, but paying in the cashier to the cashier, there's a big queue. So you will just come out. So there's a small technique for that. Anybody can remember 10 items within no time. So I have got different techniques to remember different things, which I am telling, I have the instant memory improvement techniques. Okay, sir. Anybody wants to ask any questions here?
The screen blank on this, sir. Sorry.
Yeah. I just to stop it because it will be diverting. This I have told already. So whenever I am just talking, I am keeping it blank, sir. Yes, sir. Anybody want to ask anything here?
Yeah, see, as you said, 10 items. Now, for example, if I have to get only 2 items or 3 items, and there's not a problem, you can get it. With multiple modes at a number, unless I type in my notepad, it's very hard to remember when I go to shopping.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So you said up to 10 numbers you can remember easily?
Yes, sir. 10 items you can remember very easily.
Is that one time or every single time?
Every time, sir. Every time. What happens with this technique is even you'll start remembering after 10 days also the old item. The memory becomes so much. Forgetting becomes a problem afterwards. For me, memorizing is not at all a problem. Taking it out, throwing out in the dustbin, that is the main problem. Whatever I take it, it goes into the myelin sheathing and all. I can't forget the things just like that. I can remember the things just like that, but I can't forget them. I have to do meditation, some practice. I have to confuse the brain. I have to take out the material. Because normally a lot of
good one and useful one, I think it is good. But some useless things and some bad things, then if you don't forget, is a brain teasing.
Yeah. So that's why I use there are some techniques, sir. Confusion technique is there. I use the confusion technique for that. See, let me say, we have an argument. Something you said something which if I don't want to remember, I'll confuse my brain. Whether first I shouted like this or he shouted me. I think no, I only shouted. Then it's okay. Like that, you start confusing the thing. When you confuse your brain, so automatically the intensity goes on. What happens is ultimately memory is nothing. How many neurons we are using to remember that? what I say is, if you use more than 300 around neurons, that will be in a permanent memory. So you have to reduce it, you have to confuse it. Then we can reduce it. So I have the both the things to remove also.
So that is a subjective then. I don't want to remember,
Yes,
so
sir.
I have to pay attention. If
Yeah.
I have to remember for a long
Sir,
time.
yeah. Since the thing has come, I'll tell you, sir, one thing. When suppose we are going to have an argument, I came to know some better experience is going to happen there. Then what do we have to do? Just close the hands like this. Okay. When whatever the signal, no, whatever transmission signal between us becomes weaker. And legs also, if we cross the legs, the signal becomes weaker. Because what by doing this, like what we are doing, heart chakra, no? Heart chakra we are closing. Sir. Okay. Then the thing will not go much into the brain. And crossing the legs, crossing the hands, these are some techniques. Okay. And keeping the head 45 degrees ahead. So then you will not go into depression. People who go into depression, who get these problems, so they always, you know, when a student is done a mistake, you can understand, they keep the head down. When you keep the head down, the intensity becomes more. Either keep the head straight or a little bit up. So just like this, because we should not force like this. So just keep it like this and just watch like that. If whenever your head is at 45 degrees up, you are fully confident, nothing negative things will not go into your brain. Now you see, sir, suppose somebody lost 10 lakhs in the shares. I told him, you just sit back, relax, and keep your head at 45 degrees. Think of the same thing. How you are lost 45 lakhs, what has happened? The intensity is less. Okay, that's why when I go to some visit the houses of some VIPs, I see the very first thing they have kept their parents' photos there on the wall. I say first remove these photos from here, because every day what happens when you are looking at the photo, so the negative thing, how they did, like maybe accident, maybe due to heart attack, that is continuously going into the brain. That becomes the brain becomes weak. The emotions become weak. The person loses his health. I say, what you have to do, they are gods. Father, my parents are our gods. Take out these photos, go and keep them along with the gods' photos there in the puja mandir. Then what happens? How much time we are sitting at the puja mandir? Hardly 10 minutes or 20 minutes. No.
Oh my God.
So that doesn't go into the brain. People learn that also nobody goes daily nowadays. So you treat your parents like the gods, keep the photos there, then they will not go into depression. So just by sitting, and this is actually psychology, old our techniques are a lot of our people, no, they used to keep the only gods or goddess photos there on the wall at 45 degrees. When we sit in the chair, you can see at 45 degrees. That is what is the science behind our army or navy, anything. When we hoist the flag, every this army man, they look up 45 degrees straight. Okay, then they have to look up from the straight 45 degrees, then only they can see the flag, and they do the salute like that. Their confidence is increasing. Okay, same thing happens when they are playing with kites, no, sir, on the January, just before exams. January, the Sankranti festival comes, and children are playing with the kite like this, their vision is at 45 degrees. Their confidence increases. These are different things which are scientifically there. A lot of things there are there which are we are following from long time, but nobody has told us the science behind this.
Okay. 1 out of 10, at least 2 demonstrations here, sir.
ఏదండి
10 చెప్పారు, at least 2 out of 10 example చెప్పి చూపియండి, how to remember and recollect.
Yeah, I'll tell you, remember, recollect. Okay, the very first thing is memory ki శత్రువు ఏంటంటే స్ట్రెస్ అండి. సో all of you know Telugu, sir? Shall I continue English?
Yeah.
Telugu, no problem.
తెలుగు వాళ్ళే ఉన్నారు ఇప్పటి వరకు అయితే.
అందరు తెలుగు, okay, nice. Sir, just you want to remove the stress first. Anytime, whenever you are free, daily, just keep these things here, just do like this. Okay, so just keep on doing like this, then okay, this relieves a lot of no tension in between. This is one technique. And second thing is, do like మనం పెళ్లికి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు వాళ్ళకి ఆశీర్వదిస్తాం కదా, ఇట్లా like this one. Okay, this also reduces the stress and increases the focus. When you are studying, focus is increasing. Okay, focus and concentration. ఈ రెండు చాలండి. ఫర్దర్ గా ఇందాక నేను చెప్పాను కదా మీకు, మీరు కొన్ని ఐటమ్స్ చెప్పండి, సూపర్ మార్కెట్కి వెళ్ళేప్పుడు ఏం గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటారు అంటే, వాట్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు డూ ఈస్ లెఫ్ట్ బ్రెయిన్ లో ఇవి మనకి ఈ లాజిక్ ఐటమ్స్ ఉంటాయి సార్. ఈ రైట్ బ్రెయిన్ వాడాలి మన ఇమాజినేషన్. సపోజ్ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు సూపర్ మార్కెట్ బీయింగ్ సమ్ ఎగ్స్. ఏం చేస్తారు, జస్ట్ ఇమాజిన్ ద ఎగ్స్ యూఆర్ కీపింగ్ ఆన్ ద హెడ్ హియర్. తలకాయ మీద పెట్టుకొని మేనేజ్ చేసుకుంటూ హౌ యూ ఆర్ కమింగ్ స్లోలీ, ఎవరు డాష్ ఇచ్చినా పడకుండా మేనేజ్ చేసుకుంటూ ఎగ్స్ ఇక్కడ పెట్టుకున్నాం. దెన్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు గెట్ సమ్ అగరబత్తీస్. అగరబత్తి ఎక్కడ మీద, ఈ ముక్కు ఇక్కడ ఉంది, లేకపోతే చెవు దగ్గర కానీ హోల్ అగరబత్తి ఇక్కడ పెట్టుకుని వెలిగించుకున్నాం అగరబత్తి. ఓకే సార్. అండ్ యూ టెల్ మీ సార్ సమ్ అదర్ ఐటమ్స్. ఇట్లాగా 1 ఐస్, ఇయర్స్, నోస్, మౌత్, ఇక్కడ ఈ ఐటమ్స్ 10 ఐటమ్స్ మీరు ఇక్కడ ప్లేస్ చేసుకొని ఇమాజిన్ చేసుకోండి సార్. యూ కెన్ బ్రింగ్ 10 ఐటమ్స్ వెరీ ఈజీలీ ఫ్రమ్ ద సూపర్ మార్కెట్.
So you are associating item to one part of your body.
This is called body memory, sir. I have a lot of techniques దీంట్లో. One is the body memory. Up to 10 items దీంట్లో మనం గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవచ్చు. అలాగే క్రికెట్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉన్న వాళ్ళు 1 to 11 క్రికెట్ మెమరీ ఉంది సార్. క్రికెట్ మెమరీలో మీకు కనుక 1 నుంచి 10 దాకా నెంబర్స్ తెలిసి ఎవరెవరు ఎప్పుడు వస్తారు బ్యాటింగ్ అంటే, వాళ్ళతో కలిపి అది అసోసియేట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు మనం. ఓకే సార్. దిస్ ఇస్ సెకండ్ టెక్నిక్ సార్. ఓకే, ఇంకేమైనా కావాలి సార్ చెప్పండి.
మెనీ టైమ్స్ ఇప్పుడు క్రికెట్ అందరు సీక్వెన్స్ ఎవడు వస్తాడు, ఎవడు ప్లే చేస్తాడు, ఎన్ని సెంచరీలు కొట్టాడు, ఎన్ని బాల్స్ వేసాడు, ఎన్ని తీసాడు, అన్ని గుర్తుంటాయి సార్. యూజ్లెస్. చెప్పింది మాత్రం సచినే గుర్తుండదు. అక్కడికి వెళ్ళే ఎగ్జామ్ లో ఫ్లంక్ అవుతాను.
ఎస్ సార్, అదే సార్ చెప్పాను నేను. ఇవేమంటే దట్ ఈస్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్, వాట్ ఎవర్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ అని ఉన్నది. ఆ మైలిన్ షీడింగ్ ఉంది కదా సార్, దాంట్లోకి వెళ్ళిపోతుంది. ఆ మైలిన్ షీడింగ్ ఏంటంటే, మన కాపర్ వైర్, ఎలక్ట్రికల్ వైర్ లో కాపర్ వైర్ ఉండి పైన రబ్బర్ ఉంటుంది కదా సార్, ఇన్సులేటర్. ఆ ఇన్సులేటర్ ఏం చేస్తుందంటే ఈ కరెంట్ దాంట్లోంచే ఫ్లోయేట్ గా చేస్తుంది. అందుకే వాళ్ళకి అవన్నీ గుర్తుంటాయి. వాళ్ళకి ఆ సబ్జెక్ట్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ లేనంత వరకు, ఇంట్రెస్ట్ లోకి తీసుకురానంత వరకు అది మైలిన్ షీటింగ్ లేని నార్మల్ సెల్స్ లో ఉంటుంది. ఆ సెల్ వేరే సెల్ తో కనెక్ట్ అయ్యి ఎక్కడికో పోతుంది అది. సో వీ హ్యావ్ టు బ్రింగ్ ఇట్ టు ద మైలిన్ షీటింగ్. దట్ ఈస్ ఓన్లీ 10% ఇన్ ద బ్రెయిన్ సెల్స్ టోటల్ గా. అండ్ ఇంకొకటి సార్, వెన్ ఎవర్ వీ ఫీల్ స్ట్రెస్, ఇందాక చెప్పాను పొల్యూషన్ అని, అది దానివల్ల ఏమవుతుంది అంటే మనకి మెనీ ఆఫ్ ద సెల్స్ దే డై యాక్చువల్. మన 35 మన బ్రెయిన్ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ కనుక పెరిగితే 25, 35 అలా పెరుగుతూ ఉంటే, బట్ దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ సడన్ షాక్ తో జనం ఏం చచ్చిపోతారని కూడా అంటారు కదా. సో మోర్ దాన్ 35 cycles per second వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్ ఇన్ ద బ్రెయిన్, ఆ సెల్స్ చచ్చిపోతాయి సార్ మనకి. అది మనకు తెలియదు. వచ్చిన ప్రాబ్లం ఏంటంటే, ఇప్పుడు నేను హరి గారిని కలిశాను, మళ్ళీ నేను కలిస్తే నేను పేరు గుర్తు రావట్లేదు అంటే గుర్తు రావట్లేదు అంటే ఆ సెల్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ సమ్ స్ట్రెస్ అది చచ్చిపోయింది. అంటే ఏంటంటే, ఇప్పుడు ఎవరో బాంబు వేసాను కూడా, మనం ఎవరో వెళ్ళి అక్కడ అది ఏ ప్లేస్ లో పడిందో మనకు తెలియదు. వాళ్ళు సింపుల్ గా దే ఆర్ థ్రోన్ ద బాంబ్, అది ఎక్కడ పడిందో తెలియదు, ఏ సెల్ డ్యామేజ్ అయిందో మనకు తెలియదు. ఇందాక చెప్పాను కదా, బ్రెయిన్ కి తనంతట తానికి తెలియదు, ఏమీ తెలియదు. మొత్తం బ్రెయిన్ లో అన్ని సెల్స్ చచ్చిపోయినా మనకు తెలియదు. అది ప్రాబ్లం దాంట్లో. సో ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తాం సార్, మనకి ఒక సీడీలు ఉన్నాయి అనుకోండి, ఒక 100 CDs ఉన్నాయి మన దగ్గర, డిఫరెంట్ మూవీస్ ఉన్నాయి. దాంట్లో ఒక స్క్రాచ్ పడితే ఆ సీడీ పోయింది, అంతే, పనికిరాదు. మళ్ళీ మనం దాన్ని కొత్త సీడీ తెచ్చుకోవాలి, కొనుక్కోవాల్సిందే. కానీ ఏంటంటే, మన బ్రెయిన్ లో 10,000 crore సెల్స్ ఉన్నాయి సార్. ఈవెన్ 1 crore సెల్స్ పోయినా మనం మిగతా సెల్స్ ని మళ్ళీ యాక్టివేట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. వీ హ్యావ్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్రెష్ సీడీస్, ఓన్లీ వీ హ్యావ్ టు మేక్ రికార్డింగ్ అంటే అగైన్. నేను అందుకని ఏం చేస్తుంటే, ఐ ఆల్వేస్ రీబూట్ మై మెమరీ, ఐ చెక్. సపోజ్ నేను JNTUకి వస్తే లాస్ట్ టైం ఎవరైనా కలిసాను, హరి గారిని కలిసా, ఇట్లా ప్రమోద్ కుమార్ గారిని కలిసా, నేను కుమార్ గారు, రాణి గారిని కలిసా, ప్రెసిడెంట్ జయకర్ గారు, ఐ జస్ట్ చెక్ లైక్ దిస్. సపోజ్ ఐ మిస్ సమ్ నేమ్, ఐ జస్ట్ అగైన్ ట్రై టు రికలెక్ట్ ఇట్. ఓకే, దిస్ కాల్డ్ బీటింగ్ అరౌండ్ బూస్ట్ టెక్నిక్ అంటారు సార్. ఒకటి, యూ థింక్ ఆఫ్ అరౌండ్ సప్లిమెంటరీ థింగ్స్. అప్పుడు ఎవరు వచ్చారు, 5 నెక్స్ట్, దెన్ విల్ గెట్ రిమెంబర్ ద థింగ్స్. ఓకే సార్.
Yes.
Any more?
Yes, sir.
But I don't know the Jaker. I don't know Hari Garu. I don't remember the names. How do I get to recollect? Do I have to write down somewhere, or how do I do that?
Yes, sir. Remember the names, sir? Yeah.
I can recognize the person's face and everything. I know I met him before. I know.
Yeah.
But the moment I see, I don't know his name. I forgot. I don't.
Yes, sir. This is the that is a very common problem for everybody, sir. Because name is stored in the language, it is in the left side of the brain. Here, it is here, left side. The face, what is happening, to remember one face, more than hundreds of neurons are working to remember the face. Endukante ఒక 100 సెల్స్ మీ బ్రెయిన్ హెయిర్ ఎంత ఉంది అది ఫోటో తీసుకుంటాయి. ఒక 100 సెల్స్ ముక్కు ఎంత పొడుగ్గా ఉంది అది ఫోటో తీసుకుంటాయి. 100 సెల్స్ మన ఇయర్ షేప్, 100 సెల్స్ ఇక్కడ టెంపుల్ ఎట్లా ఉంది, ఓకే, 100 సెల్స్ మన మీసం ఎట్లా ఉంది లేదా ఉందా, ఇటువంటివన్నీ కూడా సమ్ హండ్రెడ్స్ ఆఫ్ సెల్స్, థౌజండ్స్ ఆఫ్ సెల్స్ జాయిన్ అయ్యి ఒక్క ఫేస్ గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటాయి సార్. అంటే ఇక్కడ ఒక్క పని చేయడానికి థౌజండ్స్ ఆఫ్ సెల్స్ వర్క్ చేసినాయి. ఇక్కడ ఒకటే సెల్ 1000 పేర్లు 10,000 పేర్లు గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటుంది. దట్ ఈస్ ద ప్రాబ్లం. ఇఫ్ వన్ పర్సన్ ఈస్ డూయింగ్ ఆల్ ద వర్క్, మీరు ఒక్కరే లెక్చర్ ఉన్నప్పుడు కంప్లీట్ JNTU లో అన్ని సబ్జెక్ట్స్ కి ఇట్స్ వెరీ డిఫికల్ట్ ఫర్ యూ. When you have a lot of people, it is very easy.
Right, we know the theory.
So
what is
yes,
happening, but let us do some exercise so that for our future, at least we'll try to remember at least, let's say, 5 names. We only met once, and then let's say we have to remember these names. And
yes, sir.
instead of writing down somewhere, we have to write in our brain.
Yeah.
What exercise you can show us? So
yes, sir. Yes, sir. What you have to do, sir, first thing is see his face. ఆ ఫేస్ లో ఏది చేంజ్ అవ్వకుండా, అంటే పర్మనెంట్ గా ఉండేది. సపోజ్ మేసమో గడ్డమేనో పెట్టుకుంటే దే మే రిమూవ్ ఇట్. ఓకే, సంథింగ్, టేక్ సంథింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ ద ఫేస్ అండ్ సంథింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ ద నేమ్, డైరెక్ట్లీ ట్రై టు రికలెక్ట్. ఆ రెండింటిని కంటిన్యూగా మనం వాటిని కలిపి ఇమాజిన్ చేసుకొని దాన్ని రికలెక్ట్ చేసుకోవాలి సార్ మళ్ళీ తర్వాత. ఓకే, బికాస్ ద నేమ్ ఈజ్ హియర్ అండ్ ద ఫేస్ ఇస్ హియర్. ఆ రెండింటిని వాళ్ళ ఫేస్ మళ్ళీ వాళ్ళ ఫేస్ లో ఏది చేంజ్ అవ్వదు. లెట్ us say the eyes are okay, maybe, and if you want to have very long term for 3-4 weeks, 1 week, 10 days కంటే you can remember the specs also, they may not change very faster. The shapes are outline shape, దాంట్లో ఒక ప్రామినెంట్, ఈ షార్ట్ మేక్ ఇట్ ఫన్నీ సార్. దాంట్లో ఆ రెండింటిని కలిపి ఫన్నీ అండ్ నాన్సెన్స్ గా ఇమాజిన్ చేసుకుంటే దెన్ యూ కెన్ రిమెంబర్ ఇట్. You tell me some names, sir, first, no problem. Suppose if you want to remember. Otherwise, what I do is, I have a list of items, sir. Some memory, మీకు ఒక కొన్ని ఐటమ్స్ ఇస్తాను, ఒక 100 ఐటమ్స్ ఐ విల్ మేక్ అవర్ పీపుల్ టు ప్రాక్టీస్ 1 to 100. ఈ 1 దగ్గర వాళ్ళ ఫేస్ కూడా ఇమాజిన్ చేసుకుంటాం, 2 దగ్గర ఈ ఫేస్ ఇమాజిన్ చేసుకుంటాం. అట్లాగా ఆ రెండింటిని కలిపి ఇమాజిన్ చేసుకుంటే అల్టిమేట్లీ యూ హ్యావ్ టు క్రియేట్ ఎ బిగ్గర్ ఎలక్ట్రికల్ సర్క్యూట్ ఫ్రమ్ లెఫ్ట్ బ్రెయిన్ టు రైట్ సైడ్ బ్రెయిన్. ఆ సర్క్యూట్ కంప్లీట్ అయ్యేట్టుగా చేసుకోవాలి సార్ మనం. ఎన్ని నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ వెళ్తే ఇది ప్యారల్ సర్క్యూట్, దిస్ నాట్ సిరీస్ సర్క్యూట్. ఈ ప్యారల్ సర్క్యూట్ లో మీకు ఏ ఒక సెల్ ఇటు సెల్ కనెక్ట్ అయినా యూ విల్ గెట్ ద నేమ్ ఆటోమేటిక్.
okay, let us pick only 10 items.
ఒక మీరు పేరు చెప్పండి, మీరు అన్నారు కదా, ఒక పేరు చెప్పండి మీరు.
10 items or 3.
చెప్పండి సార్.
A car, a house, okay, and
yes sir,
bus, and train. Let us say all the vehicles I'm talking about. Let's say Japan, some other odd numbers. A hut.
ఏంటి సార్, హార్టా ఏంటి?
Hut, yeah, HUT hut. And aeroplane.
సార్ వన్ సెకండ్, ఏంటి HUT హట్ ఏమన్నారు మీరు?
HUT hut.
I'm not getting exactly. 1 second, sir. Try to get this. మళ్ళీ జస్ట్ రిపీట్ చేయండి సార్.
అదే కదా ప్రాబ్లం ఇప్పుడు. ఓకే,
చెప్పండి సార్.
what did I say? Let's say car, a bus, a home, hut, a train, aeroplane.
చెప్పండి సార్ ఇప్పుడు.
బుచ్చన్న, మీకు ఇందాక ఇచ్చి వినపట్లేదా?
సరిగా ఫుల్ గా లేదు సార్, కరెక్ట్ గా లేదు, ఇప్పుడు కూడా కరెక్ట్. చెప్పండి ఒకసారి మళ్ళీ ఉంటాను.
So I'll say I want to remember బుచ్చన్న.
స్పెల్లింగ్ చెప్పండి సార్.
BUCHANNA.
BUCHANNA సార్.
Yeah.
ఓకే,
Train.
బుచానన్. ఓకే సార్, యూ కెన్. దీంట్లో మీరు ఏం చేస్తారంటే, థింగ్ ఈస్ దట్ సార్, యాక్చువల్గా దీన్ని యూ హ్యావ్ టు మేక్ ఇట్ ఫన్నీ అండ్ నాన్సెన్స్. ఓకే, యూ కెన్ అమితాబ్ బచ్చన్, యూ కెన్ రిమెంబర్. మీకు ఆ పేరు చెప్పగానే మీ బ్రెయిన్ లో సంథింగ్ విల్ పాపప్ ఇన్ యువర్ మైండ్, సమ్ ఓల్డ్ మెమరీ. ఫర్ మీ ఏదర్ అమితాబ్ బచ్చన్ ఆర్ ఏ బచ్చా, ఈ రెండిట్లో ఏదైనా తీసుకోండి సార్. అండ్ ట్రై టు ఇమాజిన్ బోత్ ఆఫ్ దమ్. హీఈస్ కమింగ్ విత్ అమితాబ్ బచ్చన్, అలాంగ్ విత్ అమితాబ్ బచ్చన్, ఆర్ he is keeping Amitabh Bachchan on his shoulders and keeping coming like this. Make some funny nonsensical imagination. with that. Okay, sir. BUCH and చెప్పండి సార్ ఇంకా ఫర్దర్.
Train. Train.
ట్రైనా స్పెల్ చేయండి.
CRAIN. Train.
CRAIN క్రెయిన్. ఓకే, ఇది దీనికి ఏమొస్తుంది సార్? దీనికి క్రేన్ కానీ నియరెస్ట్ ఈజ్ క్రేన్. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ ఇమాజిన్ ఏ క్రేన్, బిగ్ క్రేన్. క్రేన్ అంటే మన ఈ మెకానికల్ వెహికల్ అది కానీ, లేకపోతే క్రేన్ మన బర్డ్ కానీ, లేకపోతే క్రయింగ్. ఇమాజిన్ హిమ్ క్రయింగ్ సార్, క్రయింగ్ ఆర్ ఈజ్ క్రేవింగ్ ఫర్ మోర్ థింగ్స్. క్రేయింగ్ ఆర్ క్రయింగ్ ఆర్ కేన్. ఇమాజిన్ హిమ్ క్రయింగ్ ఫర్ సంథింగ్ ఆల్వేస్. వాట్ ఎవర్ ఈజ్, ఆయన ఏ పని మీద మీ దగ్గరికి వచ్చాడో దాని గురించి ఆయన ఇమాజిన్ ఏడ్చినట్టుగా ఇమాజిన్ చేసుకోండి. విల్ సీ నెక్స్ట్. నెక్స్ట్ సార్ ఫర్దర్.
Home.
ఎనీథింగ్.
HOME.
ఇల్లు.
Yeah.
సార్ టిల్లు. TILL టిల్లు.
No, I said home. HOME.
మనం ఉండే ఇల్లు అండి.
HOME home. Okay sir, home. Yeah, you can imagine a very big home, sir. You have a dream home with you, because everybody is having dream home. మనం ఇప్పుడు 3 bedroom లో ఉన్నా మనకు పెద్ద విల్లా కావాలి, ఒక 10 acres లో కావాలని ప్లానింగ్ ఉంటుంది కదా. Imagine he is gifting you that home to you. Imagine that person is giving the house keys to you. Okay, big home. Or he is standing on the top of the home and he wants to jump from there and commit suicide. He is just standing on the very top floor home. Anyhow, your choice, sir. Yeah, sir. Further.
Anybody wants to pitch in more different way?
Sir, one question, sir.
చెప్పండి
సార్, ఇలాగా అంటే ఇలా ప్రతిదాన్ని ఇట్లా గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటే లైక్ ఇక్కడ చాలా టైం వేస్ట్ కదా సార్. అంటే ఇట్లా ప్రతిదాన్ని ఇట్లా చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్తుంటే
అండ్ ఇనీషియల్ గా కొంచెం టైం పడుతుందండి ఫస్ట్. ఎందుకంటే నేను చెప్పేది ఏంటంటే, ఇక్కడ మనకి మీకు సపోజ్ సార్ లెఫ్ట్ హ్యాండ్ రైట్ హ్యాండ్ రెండు ఉన్నాయి, మీరు అసలు ఒక హ్యాండే వాడుతున్నారు మీ లైఫ్ లాంగ్. ఇప్పుడు అనుకోండి మీకు ఎంత ప్రాబ్లం అనిపిస్తుంది. ఇప్పుడు ఇనీషియలీ సార్ మనం ఇప్పుడు షేర్ చేసుకొని మనం యూజ్ ద రైట్ హ్యాండ్. మీరు లెఫ్ట్ హ్యాండ్ ఎప్పుడు వాడట్లేదు. ఇప్పుడు మీరు స్టార్ట్ చేస్తే లెఫ్ట్ వాడితే మీకు ఇనీషియల్ గా ప్రాబ్లం అనిపిస్తుంది, కానీ కొన్ని రోజుల తర్వాత అది కూడా నార్మల్ అయిపోతుంది. అట్లాగే ఇమాజినేషన్ సార్, మీకు ఆ యక్ష ప్రశ్నలు ఉన్నాయి ధర్మరాజుకి, అన్నిటికంటే ఫాస్ట్ గా వెళ్ళేదంటే మనసు అండి. ఒక్క సెకండ్ లో మనం ఇక్కడ నుంచి సూర్యుడి మీదకి వెళ్ళిపోయి మళ్ళీ వెనక్కి వచ్చేయచ్చు. మనం బ్రహ్మలోకం వెళ్ళి వెనక్కి రావచ్చు, అమెరికా వెళ్ళి వచ్చేయచ్చు. యువర్ ఇమాజినేషన్ వర్క్స్ వెరీ వెరీ ఫాస్టర్. సో మీకు టైం పట్టదు, ఇనీషియల్ కొంచెం టైం పడుతుంది. దిస్ ఇస్ ఎ న్యూ థింగ్ కాబట్టి విచ్ యు ఆర్ నాట్ యూజింగ్ యువర్ రైట్ సైడ్ బ్రెయిన్ ఎట్ ఆల్ సో ఫార్. ఈ ఇమాజినేషన్ క్రియేటెడ్ మీరు వాడట్లేదు ఇప్పటిదాకా, అందుకని మీకు కొంచెం కొత్తగా అనిపిస్తుంది సార్. ఫర్ మీ ఇట్ విల్ బి మోర్ ఈజీ, ఇట్ విల్ బి మోర్ ఫన్నీ ఫర్ మీ యాక్చువల్ చెప్పాలంటే. మోర్ మనం మెమరైజ్ చేసిన కొద్దీ ఇంకా ఎక్కువ పెరుగుతాయి సార్. లాయర్స్ కెన్ రిమెంబర్ 200 సెక్షన్ నెంబర్స్ ఇన్ జస్ట్ 4 hours. ఎనీబడి యూ కెన్ టెల్, ఎనీ లాయర్ 200 సెక్షన్, హీ కెన్ రిమెంబర్ 12 hours లో ఇఫ్ ఈస్ ప్రాక్టీసింగ్ 600 సెక్షన్ నెంబర్స్. ఆయన సివిల్ లాగాని క్రిమినల్ లాగాని ఏదైనా తీసుకోండి, దే కెన్ రిమెంబర్ జస్ట్ లైక్ దట్ అన్ని. అట్లా ఇట్ బికమ్స్ ఏ వెరీ ఈజీ సార్ ప్రాక్టీస్ ఆఫ్టర్వర్డ్స్. మణితేజ గారు ఎనీథింగ్ మోర్ చెప్పండి. ఇట్ విల్ నాట్ టేక్ మచ్ టైం ఫర్ యూ
సార్. ఇంకోటి ఏంటంటే మీరు 300 న్యూరాన్స్ వాడితే అది లాంగ్ టర్మ్ మెమరీ ఉంటుంది అన్నారు కదా.
అవునండి.
సో అంటే మనం 300 న్యూరాన్స్ వాడాలంటే ఎలా సార్? అంటే ఐ మీన్
అది మీకు తెలియదండి. మనం చెప్తాను. ఇప్పుడు నేనేం చేస్తానంటే, ఇప్పుడు హోమ్ అన్నాను కదా, హోమ్ అన్న పేరు గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి. హోమ్ పెద్ద హోమ్ ఇమాజిన్ చేసుకున్నా, దాన్ని మొత్తం ఒక కలర్ లో ఇమాజిన్ చేసుకున్నా. ఓకేనండి. తర్వాత ఆ హోమ్ ఇట్ ఫ్లైస్ ఇన్ ద ఎయిర్. నేను కావాలంటే నాతో పాటు వస్తుంది, నేను ఏ ఊరు కావాలంటే ఆ ఊరు వస్తుంది నాతో. ఐ విల్ ఇమాజిన్ దట్ హోమ్. ఓకే, ఇమాజినేషన్ కొన్ని లక్షణాలు ఉన్నాయి సార్ ఇట్లాగా ఫ్లయింగ్ అని. ఇలాగ డిఫరెంట్ థింగ్స్ పెట్టుకుంటే మనకి అవి వీఆర్ యూజింగ్ డిఫరెంట్ సెల్స్ ఇన్ అట్ డిఫరెంట్ ప్లేసెస్ ఇన్ ద బ్రెయిన్. అప్పుడు ఈజీ అయిపోతుందండి. ఓకే, ఆ హోమ్ లోంచి మీకు ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ సమ్ మంచి యాపిల్ వాసన వస్తుంది, లేకపోతే వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ లైక్ దట్ స్మెల్, మీ హోమ్ మీ వాల్స్ లోంచే వస్తుంటుంది. అట్లా మీరు చాలా చేయొచ్చు. ఓకే, బై యూజింగ్ ఐస్, ఇయర్స్, నోస్. మనకి ఈ 5 సెన్సెస్ ఉన్నాయి కదండి ఫర్ ద బ్రెయిన్, విచ్ ఆర్ ఫీడింగ్ ఫర్ ద బ్రెయిన్. అవన్నీ దాంట్లో వాడితే ఆటోమేటిక్గా మనకు అన్ని గుర్తు. 300 cells కాదు, thousands of cells మనకు తెలియకుండానే వాడతాం. దేర్ ఇస్ నో కౌంట్ యాక్చువల్లీ దేర్ యాక్చువల్లీ. ఓకే సార్.
ఓకే సార్. ఇంకోటి ఏంటంటే లైక్ కొందరు రీడింగ్స్ అంటే కొంచెం ఐ మీన్ ఇది బుక్స్ రీడింగ్స్ అంటే ఐ మీన్ అంటే బుక్స్ రీడింగ్ స్పీడ్ చాలా ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది, ప్లస్ అంతే బాగా వాళ్ళు మెమరీ కూడా ఉంచుకోగలుగుతారు. బట్ అదెలా అంటే
So, for example, Vivekananda used to read by books.
700
Yes, sir.
pages
Yes,
per
sir.
hour, so he can remember.
అవునండి. యా సార్
But
వివేకానంద
he
గారి
doesn't
టెక్నిక్
necessarily-
సార్
he did not
వివేకానంద
use
గారి
it.
టెక్నిక్ ఇంకా నాకు ఫుల్ గా దొరకలేదండి, నేను చెప్తాను. దీని అంటే రీడింగ్ స్పీడ్ ఎంత స్పీడ్ లో ఉంటే ఫాస్ట్ గా చదివితే అంత బాగా గుర్తుంటుందండి. ఇది మనకి నార్మల్ గా అర్థం కాదు. నేను ఒక సింపుల్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇస్తాను మీకు. సపోజ్ మణితేజ గారు, యు ఆర్ డ్రైవింగ్ ఏ మోటార్ బైక్ ఆర్ ఏ కార్, యూ టెల్ మీ.
Motor
Hello?
bikes. Motor bikes.
Motorbike. What is your normal speed?
50, sir.
50. Suppose if మనకి ట్రాఫిక్ అంత లేదనుకుందాము, you will go at 50. Okay? Now let us say there is no traffic much. Now I am asking you to go at 100. మీరు 50లో వెళ్తే ఏం చేస్తున్నారంటే చుట్టూ సరౌండింగ్స్ అనేది చూసుకుంటూ వాళ్ళకి వెళ్ళిన అందరిని అబ్జర్వ్ చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్తున్నారు, అవునా? Now if I am
Yes,
telling
sir.
you to go at 100 speed, where your concentration is?
Straight road.
ఇట్స్ టోటల్లీ ఆన్ ద రోడ్, అవునా సార్? ఇక్కడ కూడా ఇదే పనిచేస్తుంది. మీరు హై స్పీడ్ లో చదివేటప్పుడు మీ కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ పనిచేస్తుంది. ఐ విల్ టెల్ యూ వాట్స్ ద ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఈస్, రీడింగ్ అనేది దేని జాబ్ సార్? లెఫ్ట్ బ్రెయిన్ జాబ్. ఈ రీడింగ్ ఇది చదువుతుంటే ఈ ఇమాజినేషన్ బ్రెయిన్, ఇది కోతి బ్రెయిన్, ఇది ఎక్కడో బయటికి పోతుంది. అందుకే అందరు మన స్టూడెంట్స్ ఏం చేస్తుంటారంటే, ఇక్కడ లెక్చరింగ్ జరుగుతుంటే వాడు కిటికీలోంచి బయట అక్కడ కోతున్నా ఎవరో వెళ్ళి అమ్మాయిని చూస్తుంటాడు. బికాస్ ఈజ్ ఇమాజినింగ్ అండ్ క్రియేటింగ్ సంథింగ్ ఫర్దర్. బికాస్ మన ఎడ్యుకేషన్ సిస్టమ్ లో మనం ఓన్లీ రీడింగ్ రైటింగ్ ఈజ్ ఓన్లీ లెఫ్ట్ బ్రెయిన్ జాబ్. మీ రైట్ సైడ్ బ్రెయిన్ కి మీరు వర్క్ ఇవ్వలేదు. ఈ రైట్ హ్యాండ్ ఒక్కదానికి పనిచ్చు అనుకోండి సరే, ఈ లెఫ్ట్ హ్యాండ్ ఫింగరింగ్ చేస్తుంటుంది వేరే వాడిని వెళ్ళి. ఓకే, సో వీ హ్యావ్ టు గివ్ వర్క్ ఫర్ దిస్ లెఫ్ట్ హ్యాండ్ ఆల్సో, దిస్ బ్రెయిన్ ఆల్సో. ఈ రెండు బ్రెయిన్స్ కలిపి వాడితే దెన్ ఆటోమేటికల్లీ మన స్పీడ్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది, మెమరీ ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది, మనీ ఆల్సో ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది.
సో అందుకే హ్యాండ్స్ ట్రైనింగ్ అంటారు, అదేనా సార్? మరి
ఏం సార్?
హ్యాండ్స్ ఆన్ ట్రైనింగ్ అంటారు, వైల్ టీచింగ్ ద యు పర్ఫెక్ట్ సంథింగ్.
యా హ్యాండ్స్ ఆన్ ట్రైనింగ్, ప్రాక్టికల్ అన్ని వాళ్ళ వద్ద. ఇంకోటి ఏంటంటే సార్, స్పీడ్ రీడింగ్ కే నాకు 1 month ఉందండి. డైలీ మీరు కనుక ½ an hour ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తే, అండ్ ఐఎమ్ ఛార్జింగ్ వెరీ లెస్ ఫర్ దట్ కోర్స్, జస్ట్ 2000 ఐఎమ్ ఛార్జింగ్. స్పీడ్ రీడింగ్ మీ ప్రజెంట్ రీడింగ్ నా టెక్నిక్స్ తో నేను దాన్ని తెలుగులో 400% ఇంక్రీజ్ చేసుకున్నా సార్, పర్ మినిట్ 400%, వాట్ ఎవర్ ఐఎమ్ డూయింగ్ ప్రీవియస్లీ. సేమ్ కమింగ్ టు ఇంగ్లీష్, ఇట్ ఈస్ 250% ఇంక్రీజ్ అయింది నాకు, ఫర్ మీ. సో ఐ గ్యారంటీ ఎనీబడి, మీకు డబల్ యువర్ రీడింగ్ స్పీడ్. మీ స్పీడ్ ఎంత పెరిగితే అంత బాగా మీకు ఆటోమేటిక్గా అది వెళ్తుంది సార్. యూ కెన్ ఫాస్ట్గా రివిజన్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. మన రీడింగ్ టైం 50% అయిపోతుంది, రివిజన్ టైం 25% అయిపోతుంది. మనం ఫాస్ట్గా చదువుతాం, కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది. ఇంకా ఎనీథింగ్ మోర్ సార్?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
సెకండ్ ఏజ్ వచ్చాక మా దగ్గర డాక్టర్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్తే ఏంటంటే ఊరికే మెమరీ టెస్ట్ అని ఉంటుంది ఒకటి.
అవును సార్.
ఐటమ్స్ చెప్పమంటారు అనమాట. సే బనానా, ఓకే బనానా. సే ట్రీ, సే ట్రీ, సే ఫింగర్.
Yes sir.
Repeat immediately because nurse is telling, so we repeat that. Then so last year when I went there, so I repeated immediately because she's just telling me, I'm repeated. Then after 5 minutes, then doctor came, doctor asked this problem, this or that to this, and he looked at 10 minutes ayindi. Then again she asked me, okay, tell me, I told you 3 items, you tell me 3 items. I only remember 2 items.
Yes sir. So sir, ఇవన్నీ సార్ ఏంటంటే,
because
sir I tell you, yeah,
I become little smart. I know that she's going to ask the same thing. Now I try to remember all the 3 items, pakka. Very good, very good. Very good. Because I had to focus and to say, I remember it.
Yeah.
Last year I didn't pay attention.
Sir,
she's going to ask me again.
Sir, if you want to practice, I'll do one thing, sir. మనకి టైం ఉందండి, 5 minutes అనా ఇంకొక 5 minutes
you can continue, sir. You can continue.
No sir, we'll do a small exercise.
Overview మొత్తం కంప్లీట్ చేయండి, then you give us couple of exercises before you wrap up the session.
Practical exercise.
It's my thing is, this is almost over, sir. Next thing only food. I don't want to explain more on the food.
మీరు కంప్లీట్ చేసి అప్పుడు let's do couple of exercises.
Yes sir, అది అయిపోయింది అనుకున్నది. We'll go for exercise directly. Sir, what you have to do is now, మీకు కొన్ని ఐటమ్స్ నేను చెప్తాను సార్. మీరు 3 ఐటమ్స్ అన్నారు కదా, ఒక 10 ఐటమ్స్ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేద్దాం సార్ మనం ఇప్పుడే. విల్ డూ ఇట్. విల్ యూజ్ ద ఇమాజినేటివ్ బ్రెయిన్ అండ్ ట్రై టు రిమెంబర్. ఓకే సార్. ఫస్ట్ థింగ్ సార్, రిమెంబర్ ట్రైన్ సార్ ఎవ్రీబడి. వాట్ బెటర్ ఈజ్ సార్, ఇఫ్ యూ కెన్ క్లోజ్ యువర్ ఐస్ యూ కెన్ రిమెంబర్ మోర్. ఎందుకంటే బై క్లోజింగ్ యువర్ ఐస్ మీకు డిస్ట్రాక్షన్స్ పోతాయి. రైట్ సైడ్ సార్. ట్రైన్ అనగానే దిస్ ట్రైన్ ఈజ్ ఎ స్పెషల్ ట్రైన్ సార్. దీనికి ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయంటే దేర్ ఆర్ 1000 కంపార్ట్మెంట్స్ ఫర్ దిస్ ట్రైన్. దిస్ ద బిగ్గెస్ట్ ట్రైన్. యూ కెన్ ఇమాజిన్. Not only this, all trains in India, they are got attached on biggest train. The thing here is, you are the driver of the train. Imagine yourself, you are the loco pilot. You are the driver of the train. Okay. The second thing is here, moon. Ante, this train flies in the air. Imagine you are taking the train, it's flying in the air and you are landing on the moon. Second item is moon. ఇట్లాగా మనం డిఫరెంట్ థింగ్స్ ని ఫన్నీ నాసెల్గా కనెక్ట్ చేసుకోవాలి సార్. 3 ఐటమ్ ఈజ్ హియర్ డైనోసార్. ఓకే సార్. డైనోసార్. అండ్ మీరు మూన్ మీదకి వెళ్ళి అక్కడ దిగిన తర్వాత చూస్తే యూ హ్యావ్ ఫౌండ్ సమ్ డైనోసార్స్ ఓవర్ దేర్. ఓకే. అండ్ సడన్లీ, అండ్ 4th ఐటమ్ ఈజ్ డైమండ్స్. వాట్ యు హావ్ టు రిమెంబర్ ఈజ్ డైమండ్స్. సో ఫ్రమ్ వన్ డైనోసార్ మౌత్ డైమండ్స్ ఆర్ ఫాలింగ్ అవుట్. మీరేం చేశారంటే ఆ డైమండ్స్ అని మీరు చూసారు, ఐఎమ్ సో లక్కీ అని అన్ని కలెక్ట్ చేసుకున్నారు మీరు. 5th ఐటమ్ ఈజ్ స్కూల్ బ్యాగ్. ఓకే. ఈ డైమండ్స్ అన్ని కూడా మీరు ఆ బ్యాగ్ లో వేసుకున్నారు వెనక. ఓకే సార్. స్కూల్ బ్యాగ్ లో వేసుకున్నారు. 7th ఐటమ్ ఈజ్ పారాచూట్. మీరు అక్కడ మూన్ నుంచి పారాచూట్ తో జంప్ చేశారు. బట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ లాజికలీ ఇట్స్ నాట్ పాసిబుల్. మేక్ ఇట్ ఎ ఫనీ థింగ్. పారాచూట్ వేసుకుని పడితే మనం కిందకే రాము. బట్ లెట్ us imagine you are taken a parachute and jumped from the moon. And 7, you are straight away falling in on the tank బండ్. ఎక్కడికి వచ్చి పడ్డారంటే మీరు ట్యాంక్ బండ్ దగ్గర పడ్డారు సార్. 7th ట్యాంక్ బండ్. ట్యాంక్ బండ్ మీద 8th ఈజ్ వినాయక. అక్కడ లార్డ్ వినాయక ఈజ్ మూవింగ్ దేర్. ఓకే. మీరు వెళ్ళి ఆయన మీద పడ్డారు. ఆయన కోపం వచ్చి ఆయన తొండంతో ఇసిరేసారు మిమ్మల్ని. అక్కడి నుంచి యూ వెంట అండ్ యూ ఫాల్ ఇన్ ది ఎల్బీ స్టేడియం. 9 ఈజ్ ఎల్బీ స్టేడియం. ఓకే సార్. ఎల్బీ స్టేడియం. అక్కడ క్రికెట్ మ్యాచ్ అవుతుంది. ఎవరో 6 కొట్టారు. ఆ 6 వచ్చి మీ బాడీకి తగిలి అది కింద పడిపోయింది. క్యాచ్ పట్టారు. మ్యాచ్ ఆగిపోయింది. మొత్తం అన్ని చేసి పోలీస్ వచ్చి మిమ్మల్ని పట్టుకున్నారు అక్కడ. పోలీస్. 10th ఐటమ్ ఈజ్ పోలీస్. లెట్ మీ సే. సో నౌ లెట్ us చెక్ సార్ హౌ మెనీ యూ రిమెంబర్. ఓకే. వాట్ ఇస్ ద ఫస్ట్ ఐటమ్ సార్? ట్రైన్. సెకండ్ సార్? మూన్. 3rd?
Dinosaur.
4?
Diamond.
5? School bag. 6?
Parachute.
Parachute. Good. 7, sir?
Tank band.
8?
Vinayaka.
Lord Vinayaka. 9?
LB Stadium.
10?
Police.
సో యూ కెన్ ఓపెన్ యువర్ ఐస్. థింగ్ ఈజ్ దాట్ మనం ఏది గుర్తు పెట్టుకోవాలన్నా దానికి ఒక స్టోరీ లాగా తయారు చేసి దాన్ని ఇమాజిన్ చేసుకుని, ఇంకా మనం అన్ని వాడలేదు సార్ దీంట్లో. మనం ఓన్లీ ఫ్లయింగ్ ఇన్ ద ఎయిర్ అన్నాం. మనం ఫ్లై అయ్యేటప్పుడు ఆ కూల్ ఎయిర్ మీరు ఫీల్ అవ్వాలి. మిగతా ఫ్యాకల్టీస్ అంటే ఐసు, నోసు, ఇయర్సు, టేస్ట్, టంగు, టచ్ ఇవన్నీ కూడా మనం వాడితే యూ కెన్ రిమెంబర్ ఎనీథింగ్. ఓన్లీ థింగ్ ఈజ్ మనం 5 అన్ని సెన్స్లు వాడట్లేదు. మనం జస్ట్ ఊరికే కళ్ళతో చదువుతాం తప్ప అన్ని వాడట్లేదు. మనం ఎక్కడెక్కడ ఇంపార్టెంట్ థింగ్స్ ఉన్నాయో వాటిని వీటితో కలిపి యూజ్ చేసుకుంటే ఇట్స్ వెరీ ఈజీ సార్. నౌ 10 ఐటమ్స్ యూ కెన్ రిమెంబర్ నౌ సార్. సేమ్ మనం బయటకు వెళ్ళిన సూపర్ బజార్ డిఫరెంట్ టెక్నిక్స్ ఉన్నాయి సార్. అట్లా నా దగ్గర మీకు దేనికి కావాలంటే దానికి మనం యూజ్ చేసుకొని కలిపి చేసుకోవచ్చు. వీఆర్ డన్ ఇన్ జస్ట్ 3.5 minutes సార్, అంతే. ఈ 10 ఐటమ్స్. ఇఫ్ యూ ప్రాక్టీస్ ఆన్ యువర్ ఓన్ ఇట్ గోస్ టు ఎనీ లెవెల్ ఫర్దర్. ఎనీథింగ్ సార్ ఫర్దర్?
Pratish garu, go ahead, sir.
సార్ ఇందులో మనకి స్ట్రెంగ్త్ ఆఫ్ మెటీరియల్స్ చెప్పాడు ఎవరైనా ఉన్నారు సార్ మనకి? సార్ ఎవరైనా విచ్ సబ్జెక్ట్స్ యూ ఆర్ టీచింగ్ సార్? స్ట్రెంగ్త్ ఆఫ్ మెటీరియల్స్ ఆర్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ మెటీరియల్స్?
ఏం టీచ్ చేస్తున్నారు?
ఏం సార్?
ప్రొఫెసర్ భ్రమర అడుగుతున్నాను, ఏం టీచ్ చేస్తున్నారు?
ఆవిడ థర్మోడైనమిక్స్ అని ఉంటుంది కదా సార్ మేడం?
అవునండి.
మీరు నేను మిమ్మల్ని కలిసాను మేడం 3 years బ్యాక్. లాస్ట్ అలుమ్ని. మీరు అవునండి. అదే
భ్రమర్ గారు, రిక్వెస్ట్, మనకి ఇప్పుడు కొత్త స్టూడెంట్స్ వస్తారు, ఓరియంటేషన్ సెషన్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా 12 hours. దాంట్లో సుబ్రహ్మణ్యం గారి సెషన్ ఒకటి పెట్టగలిగితే దట్ విల్ బి యూస్ఫుల్ ఫర్ అవర్ న్యూ స్టూడెంట్స్.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I am going to actually Geetam College and some colleges, sir. They call me as industry expert. మీకు అవే ప్రాక్టికల్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా, ఐ థింక్ థర్డ్ ఇయర్ వాళ్ళకి కొన్ని ప్రాక్టికల్ సెషన్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా కొన్ని అంటే వేరే ఇండస్ట్రియల్ ఎక్స్పర్ట్ హ్యాస్ టు కమ్ అండ్ గివ్ దేర్ లెక్చర్స్ సంథింగ్ అవుట్ సైడ్. దే కాల్ మీ ఫర్ దట్ యాక్చువల్లీ.
కాలేజీ ఫ్రెష్ గ్రాడ్యుయేట్స్ హరిగారు అన్నట్టు రాగానే
yes sir,
I think professor's job also becomes easy and they
yes
can
sir,
also get good marks and they remember the subject actually.
yes sir, yes sir.
Yeah, I think I don't know regularly not one time.
ఫస్ట్ 2 weeks orientation classes ఉంటాయి freshers కి.
Yes sir,
దాంట్లో
yes, sir.
we can have one day for you to
Yes,
provide all these real techniques, not just a theory, but teach them
Yes sir,
on all aspects.
yeah.
Thank
Sir,
you.
I have done mechanical engineering, aeronautical engineering, Russian maintenance. I think JNTU aeronautical లేదు కదా sir, only mechanical I have. Mechanical lot of subjects I can give direct techniques whichever I have studied, I have practiced, and మిగతా వాటిలో కూడా నేను చాలా టెక్నిక్స్ ఇంక్లూడింగ్ కంప్యూటర్ సైన్స్ ఆర్ ఎనీబడి ఐ కెన్ గివ్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ టెక్నిక్స్. నేను ఒకసారి ఇవి టెక్నిక్స్ ఫర్దర్ దే విల్ డెవలప్ ఆన్ దేర్ ఓన్. వాళ్ళకి ఏది ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చినా దట్ ఐ కెన్ ట్రైన్ దెమ్ సార్.
No, in addition to subject and so if you could give the memory techniques like your smart memory improvement techniques ఇవ్వగలిగితే, so that could apply to all branches.
Students are smart to
definitely sir, definitely
get the good marks, that is there, but the problem
yes
is
sir,
ఒక్కొక్కళ్ళకి 5 times చదవాలి, ఒకళ్ళు 10 times చదవాలి, ఒకళ్ళు ఒకసారి వెళ్తూ వచ్చారు. So this will definitely help the freshers in the college.
Yes sir, I'll give them the study techniques sir, how to study అనేది వాళ్ళకి తెలియట్లేదు సార్, అది ప్రాబ్లం.
అంటే ఇప్పుడు రైట్ సైడ్ బ్రెయిన్ ని యాక్టివేట్ చేయగలిగితే లెఫ్ట్ ఎట్లాగో లాజికల్ గా ఇంజనీర్ స్టూడెంట్స్ కాబట్టి ఉంటదేమో, రైట్ సైడ్ ని ఎట్లా యాక్టివేట్ చేయాలనేది ఇంపార్టెంట్.
అవును సార్. ఇప్పుడు నేను మీకు అదే సార్ ఇమాజినేషన్ చేయించా క్రియేటివిటీలో. నో ట్రైన్ ఫ్లైస్ ఇన్ ద ఎయిర్, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఇలాజికల్. మనం ఇలాజికల్ గా చేస్తే ఎక్కువ గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవచ్చు సార్ లెఫ్ట్ బ్రెయిన్ కంటే. లెఫ్ట్ బ్రెయిన్ గోస్ ఓన్లీ విత్ లాజిక్, రైట్ బ్రెయిన్ గోస్ విత్ ఇలాజికల్ థింగ్స్. ఇమాజినేషన్ వీటితో యూ కెన్ ఈజీలీ డూ ఇట్. ఫస్ట్
మీరు హైదరాబాద్ లో ఉంటారా సార్?
అవును సార్, హైదరాబాద్. Sir, for you, it's very convenient actually to tell you. I am at KPHB colony.
Wonderful.
Very near to you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So Madam Brahmara will coordinate with you because the new class will be starting soon.
Yeah.
Admissions అయిపోతుంది.
ఇప్పుడు సార్ ఆగస్ట్ కదా, ఆగస్ట్
లో
15
అవుతుంది.
తర్వాత
Yes,
ఎప్పుడు
yes.
Around August, September.
Yeah.
Not only madam, afterwards also, if any student is finding difficulty with any subject, with any particular chapter or anything, they can ask me. I can train them up. Within,
Yes.
sir, I am telling you, sir, it is my experience. I am not overconfident or anything. I am telling, ఒక చిటికేసే అంత టైంలో వాళ్ళకి నేర్పించగలనని నేను నమ్ముతున్నాను. ఎందుకంటే I am doing from 1994.
Yes. So Suresh, anything else? Any other questions? Otherwise, we can wrap up.
One last question, actually.
Yes, sir.
I still remember a lot of things from my childhood, high school,
Yes, sir.
and college events and all. But
Yeah.
I don't forget that. I don't know why, but
Yes.
now,
Yeah.
I think my brain is full. Probably there's a lot of garbage happened in the last 20, 30 years.
I tell you, sir, very simple.
I
Sir,
keep forgetting
school చెప్పండి సార్, రీసెంట్ థింగ్స్ మీరు మర్చిపోతున్నారు అంతేనా?
రీసెంట్ అంటే నిన్న మొన్న కాకపోవచ్చు కానీ లెట్స్
అదే
yeah
4 years,
yeah
4 years, 5 years back.
don't remember. So is that because of
Okay.
priority? Is that because of
No, sir.
very
No.
school?
I tell you, sir. Sir, I'll give you the answer. Let's do it faster. Now, thing is that మీరు చైల్డ్హుడ్ మెమరీని మీరు ఎన్నో సార్లు దాన్ని మళ్ళీ రిపీటెడ్ గా అనుకున్నారు. యూ హావ్ రివైజ్డ్ ఇట్. మీ చైల్డ్హుడ్ ఫ్రెండ్స్ కలిసిన మామూలుగా ఉన్నప్పుడు కూడా ఎప్పుడు ఈ లాస్ట్ 4-5 years బ్యాక్ జరిగిన ఇన్సిడెంట్ ని మీరు ఎక్కువ సార్లు రివిజన్ చేయలేదు. దట్ ఇస్ ద వెరీ ఫస్ట్ థింగ్. ఓకే సార్. అండ్ సెకండ్ థింగ్ ఏంటంటే మన ఇనీషియల్ ఫస్ట్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ మనం ఎప్పుడు మర్చిపోలేము సార్. అవునా? మనం ఫస్ట్ టైం స్కూల్కి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు, ఫస్ట్ టైం కాలేజ్కి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు, ఫస్ట్ శాలరీ తీసుకున్నప్పుడు, ఇటువంటి ఫస్ట్లన్నీ ఏం చేస్తాయంటే అప్పుడు మన 5 సెన్సులు, ఇంకా చెప్పండి 6 సెన్సులు, 10 సెన్సులు చెప్తాను నేను యాక్చువల్గా. 6 సెన్స్, 7 సెన్స్, 8 అన్నీ ఉన్నాయి. న్యూ సెన్స్, నాన్ సెన్స్ అన్నీ కూడా ఉన్నాయి. అవన్నీ కలిసి అన్ని సెన్సులు వర్క్ చేస్తాయి. అప్పుడు ఏంటంటే మీకు ఎక్కువ సెల్స్ వర్క్ చేసి మీకు ఐటమ్ బాగా గుర్తుంటుంది. వేరాస్ కమింగ్ టు రీసెంట్ థింగ్స్ స్లోలీ ఎదర్ ల్యాక్ ఆఫ్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఆర్ ల్యాక్ ఆఫ్ రివిజన్ సార్. ఈ రెండు మెయిన్ థింగ్స్. ఎక్కువ రివిజన్ అవ్వదు మనకి. ఆ రివిజన్ ఎక్కువ చేయ మనం ఏంటంటే ఎవరైనా ఓల్డ్ ఫ్రెండ్ కలగానే ఆ ఓల్డ్ మెమరీస్ అన్ని షేర్ చేసుకుంటాం మళ్ళీ. దట్ మీన్స్ యూఆర్ రివైజింగ్ బోత్. మీరు అప్పుడు ఏం చేశారు, ఆయన ఏం చేశారు, ఎవ్రీథింగ్. దట్ ఇస్ ద మెయిన్ రీజన్ సార్, అంతే. బట్ అండ్ సెకండ్ థింగ్ ఏంటంటే మనం చెప్పేది ఒక్కటి సార్, ఆఫ్టర్ 40 అంటే నెగిటివ్ గా చెప్పట్లేదు, నేను మామూలుగా చెప్తున్నా, ఎవ్రీ డే 2% ఆఫ్ యువర్ సెల్స్ ఆర్ డైయింగ్. వెన్ ఎవర్ వీ ఫీల్ స్ట్రెస్, మనం పైకి ఎన్ని మాట్లాడినా సార్, వీ ఆల్ హ్యావ్ అవర్ డిపార్ట్మెంటల్ స్ట్రెస్సెస్, ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అన్ని. కొన్ని మనం ఎవరికి చెప్పుకోలేని అప్పుడు ఉంటాయో అప్పుడు ఎక్కువ సెల్స్ చచ్చిపోతాయి లోపల. అండ్ ఇందాక చెప్పినట్టు అది ఏది చచ్చిపోయిందో మనకు తెలియదు, అది మనం వెతుక్కుంటూ ఉంటాం. ఇందాక మనకి ఈ మల్లీశ్వరి అనే సినిమా 2 ఉన్నాయి సార్, ఓల్డ్ మల్లీశ్వరి, కొత్త మల్లీశ్వరి. అది ఒకటి స్క్రాచ్ అయిపోతే మనకి ఆ పాత మల్లీశ్వరి గుర్తొస్తుంది, కానీ కొత్త మల్లీశ్వరి సినిమా రాదు మనకి. మళ్ళీ దాన్ని మనం రికార్డ్ చేసుకోవాలి. అందుకేంటంటే మనకి అప్పుడప్పుడు నేనేం చేస్తాను, నేను కూడా కొంచెం పోతుంది సార్ నాకు కూడా, అంటే బికాస్ ఆఫ్ షుగర్ లెవెల్స్ నవ్ డేస్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎఫెక్టింగ్ మోర్ యాక్చువల్గా. మనకు తెలియకుండా డ్యూ టు స్ట్రెస్ విల్ గెట్ షుగర్ సార్. ఆ షుగర్ అప్ అండ్ డౌన్ అయినప్పుడు విల్ ఫర్గెట్ సమ్ ఐటమ్స్, సమ్ సెల్స్ విల్ డై. యాక్చువల్లీ టు టెల్ యూ ఫ్రాంక్లీ, సమ్ సెల్స్ ఆర్ డైయింగ్. కానీ మనకి చాలా ఉన్నాయి సార్. మనకి ఒక 100 రూపాయలు పోయిన మాత్రాన మన జేబులో ఇంకా 1,00,000 రూపాయలు ఉన్నాయి. సో వీ హ్యావ్ 10,000 crores సెల్స్. వేరే వాటిని మళ్ళీ మనం యాక్టివేట్ చేసుకోవాలి అప్పుడు. అందుకని నేను ఒకప్పుడు మనకి ఎప్పుడైనా ఒక ఇది వచ్చినప్పుడు ఇది మర్చిపోయాం అనుకుంటే దాన్ని ఇమీడియట్ గా రివైజ్ చేసి మళ్ళీ యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఫీడ్ ఇట్ బ్యాక్. యాక్చువల్గా మనం చూసినప్పుడు మళ్ళీ ఇమీడియట్ గా గుర్తొస్తే పర్లేదు సార్, అంటే యూఆర్ ఎట్ ద వెడ్జ్ ఆఫ్ ఫర్గెటింగ్ ఇట్. కానీ యాక్చువల్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ సార్, మెమరీ సెల్స్ ఆర్ డిఫరెంట్, రీకాల్ సెల్స్ ఆర్ డిఫరెంట్ సార్. మనం మెమరీ స్టోర్ చేసుకుని అది రీకాల్ నుంచి బయటకు తీస్తే, అంటే సింపుల్ గా నేనేం చెప్తా అంటే, మనం బ్యాంక్ వెళ్ళినప్పుడు రిసీట్స్ ఒకటి ఉంటాడు, పేమెంట్స్ ఒకటి ఉంటాడు. మనం రిసీట్స్ లో వెళ్ళి డబ్బులు ఇచ్చేస్తున్నాం, వాడి దగ్గర కూర్చున్నాం నాకు డబ్బులు ఇవ్వమని, యూ హ్యావ్ టు గో టు ద పేమెంట్ కౌంటర్. పేమెంట్ కౌంటర్లోకి వెళ్తే 2 సార్లు 3 సార్లు వాడి దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి వాడితో కనుక పరిచయం చేసుకుంటే మన ఓల్డ్గా ఎట్లా అవుతాయంటే, 10 సార్లు వెళ్ళాక మీరు కొంచెం వెనకాల ఉన్నా మీ నెంబర్ ముందే పిలిచి వాడు ఇచ్చేస్తారు మీకు పేమెంట్ సైడ్. ఓకే సార్, దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్, అంతే.
థ్యాంక్ యూ
ఓకేనా
సార్. లాస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ సార్, ప్రత్యూష్ గారు, గో హెడ్ సార్.
సార్ మీరు ఏదో కోర్స్ ఏదో మెన్షన్ చేశారు, హౌ టు సైన్ అప్ ఫర్ దట్ కోర్స్ అండి? థ్యాంక్ యూ.
ఎస్ సార్, కోర్సు 6 days కోర్స్ సార్, డైలీ 2 hours. ఇట్ కెన్ బి టేకన్ 6 days కంటిన్యూస్లీ, ఆర్ 3 days, ఆర్ 6 Sundays, 6 Saturdays, ఆర్ ఎట్ యువర్ కన్వీనియన్స్ సార్. నా కోర్స్ ఏంటంటే ఒకసారి ఫీజు పే చేసిన తర్వాత ఫీజు 10,000 సార్. దాని తర్వాత 1 year, ఫర్ 1 year ఐ విల్ బి విత్ దమ్, వాట్ ఎవర్ ద స్టూడెంట్స్, వాట్ ఎవర్ ఈ స్టడీ, ఏ సబ్జెక్ట్ ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చినా ఇనీషియల్ 6 classes, దెన్ మంత్లీ ఐ విల్ కమ్ వన్స్ సార్ అగైన్ టు ద కాలేజ్ ఆర్ స్కూల్, వేర్ ఎవర్ దే ఆర్ కాలింగ్ మీ. మంత్లీ 1 క్లాస్ ఇస్తాను. వాళ్ళ ఫైనల్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ అయిపోయేదాకా వాళ్ళకి ఎవ్రీ మంత్ ఒక క్లాస్ ఉంటుంది. అది కాకుండా వాళ్ళకి ఎప్పుడు ఏం ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చినా ఆ బుక్ లోంచి వాళ్ళకి ఫోటో కొట్టి నాకు వాట్సాప్లో పంపిస్తే దాన్ని ఎట్లా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలో నేను వాళ్ళకి ట్రైనింగ్ ఇస్తాను సార్. మళ్ళీ ఇమీడియట్గా ఐ టెల్ దెమ్ యూ యూజ్ దిస్ టెక్నిక్ అని. అంటే నేను చాలా టెక్నిక్ నేర్పిస్తాను సార్. దాంట్లో మినిమం 3 టెక్నిక్స్ పనిచేస్తాయి. దాంట్లో ఒక టెక్నిక్ చాలా ఈజీగా పనిచేస్తుంది. అదొకటి మీకు రిమెంబర్ చేసుకుంటానికి కొంచెం ఎట్లా అవుతుందో చెప్తాను. సో 1 year సార్, 1 year fee, I will be there with them. Full they finish final exams. చెప్పండి సార్.
Sir, one question.
And I had done my psychology also, sir. One second, I just want to add, I had done my psychology also. If anybody is having any other problem also, I can deal. Yes, sir.
Sir, మన బ్రెయిన్ స్టోరేజ్ కెపాసిటీ ఎంత సార్? అంటే
It is in terabytes, sir. It is 10,000 crore cells multiplied by మామూలుగా 10,000. మీరు ట్రైనింగ్ తీసుకుంటే ఈ కనెక్షన్స్, న్యూరాన్ కనెక్షన్ పెరిగి 50,000 అండి, ఇంటూ 50,000 పెట్టుకోండి. 10,000 crores into 50,000, that is your capacity, sir.
10,000 crores into 50,000, I mean bytes or GB? I mean,
see, each one can take it as a bytes further me call, and it will be in terabytes, and it will be terabytes. But how much we are using అనేది సార్ అన్లిమిటెడ్ సార్. మనం యాక్చువల్ గా ఒక సైంటిఫిక్ స్టడీ ఏం చెప్తుందంటే, మీరు వరల్డ్ బెస్ట్ లైబ్రరీకి వెళ్ళి దాంట్లో ఉన్న బుక్స్ అన్ని సబ్జెక్ట్స్ అన్ని బుక్స్ చదివేస్తే 80% ఆఫ్ ద బ్రెయిన్ ఓన్లీ యూ కెన్ ఫిల్ ఇట్ అప్, స్టిల్ 20% ఈజ్ వేకెంట్ అంటారు. దట్ ఈస్ వన్ సైంటిఫిక్ క్యాల్కులేషన్ సార్. ఆల్ సబ్జెక్ట్స్, ఆల్ ఇంజిన్ మొత్తం కంప్లీట్ లైబ్రరీ మొత్తం మీరు చదివి గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటే. ఇందాక మనం అనుకున్నాం కదా సార్, వివేకానంద గారు అటు చదివేవారు. యాక్చువల్గా ఆయనకు ఒక టెక్నిక్ ఉంది, అది నిజంగా మాకు దొరకలేదు సార్. ఐఎమ్ ట్రైయింగ్ ఫర్ దట్ రియల్లీ వెరీ హార్డ్లీ ఫ్రమ్ మెనీ ఇయర్స్. అది కొంచెమే నాకు తెలిసింది, 20%, కానీ మిగతా రాలేదు. విత్ దట్ పీపుల్ విల్ గెట్ ఫోటోగ్రాఫిక్ మెమరీ యాక్చువల్.
సో ఇక్కడ యుఎస్ లో బిల్ క్లింటన్ అని ఉండేవాడు సార్ ప్రెసిడెంట్ గా.
అవును,
సో హీస్ స్టిల్ అలైవ్. సో ఆయన కూడా ఫోటోగ్రాఫిక్ మెమరీ అనేవారు.
ఓ వెరీ గుడ్ సార్. Yes, sir. They train sir because president ki our contestant ga avutnaro, they always learn everything, sir. Everything, whatever the best courses, because they don't see for the fee. Let it be $1 lakh, $10 lakh, they'll pay and they'll learn. That's the thing, sir. Manakante we hesitate for the fee actually. When I went for NLP training, sir, it is 1 week training, 1.5 lakh is the fee. ఫస్ట్ టైం నేను వెళ్ళాను సార్. ఐ వాజ్ ఆల్సో హెసిటేటింగ్ టు అంటే అది వర్తా కాదా అని ఆ డౌట్ ఎప్పుడు ఉంటుంది మనకి, అండ్ పక్క ఇండియన్ మెంటాలిటీకి ఎప్పుడు ఉంటుంది. వెన్ ఐ వెంట్ ద ఫస్ట్ డే ఫర్ ద కోర్స్, ఐ హావ్ సీన్ కంపెనీ CEOs has come there. ఆయన డైరెక్ట్ గా వచ్చి ద ఫస్ట్ డే CEO he has talked to me, he has immediately he has given me 80,000 rupees check, sir. First day I was very happy. Next day I got some other there. We have only 13 members in that batch. Okay, sir. దాంట్లో immediately next day I got 1.5 lakh. Almost 1.5 lakh I have paid. By the course అయిపోయేటప్పుడు I got booking for around 10 lakhs.
Nice. నేను ఒక 35 years ago మెమరీ కోర్స్ తీసుకున్నాను సార్. యూస్డ్ ఇట్.
నైస్ సార్. ఎవరి దగ్గర సార్?
ఇక్కడ అది US లో సార్.
US లో. నైస్ సార్. చెప్పండి.
So good. Suresh, we good with the questions and we can wrap it up. But thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time, sir. This was a very lively and very interesting, much needed topic for all of us. Appreciate your time and coming for us, and we look forward to invite you in the upcoming webinars as well. This will continue to go on. Thank you so much. And with that, I'll pass it on to Kumar, sir, our president. Go ahead, sir.
And I know a lot of people, many of you got introduced, but did we miss anybody that you did not introduce yourself? Please come forward. If anybody did not,
I am Pramod Kumar.
Go ahead.
I'm retired professor of chemical engineering. I joined JNTU in 93 from Kanpur. Retired in 14.
Wow. Very nice, sir. Very nice. So we did not have Amala. Amala, can you introduce yourself, please? Or she just dropped off, I think. Okay. K. Srinivas. Maniteja, you asked many questions. Can you introduce yourself? Where you from?
Yes, sir. Sir, good. Sir, I'm Maniteja. I'm a JNTU Mechanical Engineering third year student, sir.
Wonderful. Welcome. Which campus?
Yes, JNTU Kukatpalli campus.
Wonderful.
Main camp.
Okay.
Hello, sir. This is Srinivas, working as associate professor and head vice principal of JNTU-AA-USA, which is located in nearby Kondagattu, Karimnagar.
Wonderful, sir. So, మాకు ఒక రిక్వెస్ట్ సార్, మీరు నెక్స్ట్ వెబినార్ టైంలో Brahmara madam already communicated to all the principals to engage the students. These are all very beneficial sessions, and with these esteemed trainers we are getting. So if the students can take advantage of these sessions, would be nicer. So whenever you get a flyer, please circulate. You may have some other contact list to reach out to your student community. If you could post the flyer in their groups, probably that will benefit the students. Our interest is to make sure that ultimately our students get benefited, sir.
See, we are ritually doing this every month, and the second Saturday we do two webinar and with the two speakers, and every time different topics. And you can look at the flyer and see if that is useful to the students. Please encourage them to join and listen to them. And it is a free service, so there's nothing lose.
Thank you, Kumar, sir.